was fine when we moved in, but that was when we were poor. Now it's falling apart.
Poor? Just because I didn't support your Zen garden idea doesn't mean we're poor.
These quick fixes the previous owners did just to sell this place is not cutting it anymore.
Okay, let's go.
Where?
To Kyer and Thompson. If we're going to do it, it should be done the right way. And honestly, they've got everything we'll need, and I don't want to go to 6 or 7 different stores. What do you say? Babe?
John, they close at 5. You're wasting daylight.
This couple knows what they're doing. Kyer and Thompson is first class, top-of-the-line products with high-quality work. If something goes wrong, my guy Matthew will go back and help out. Kyer and Thompson remodels kitchens, bathrooms, man caves, office space, bars, wine rooms, even fireplace walls. Their 10,000-square-foot showroom with more than 20 kitchen displays is on Manchester Road in Baldwin, right next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Let Kyer and Thompson bring your dream remodel to reality online at kyerandthompson.com.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
If you're seriously hurt in an accident, you'll want all the money you deserve. That's called justice. But there wouldn't be lawyers if justice was easy. No, justice is not easy. It's fought for and it's won. At Brown & Krupin, we fight for justice every day. If you want some, call 222-2222. Because at Brown & Krupin, justice is our business.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips here in Illinois. Hi, I'm Derek Stevens. I'm a lifelong sports bettor, and I'm the owner of Circus Sports. We're excited about launching our Circus Sports app in Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high betting limits, tight money line splits, exceptional customer service, and more. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
This is wide receiver Luther Burden III. Come support NIL and get a quote from my friend James Carlton.
Thanks, Luther. That's right. For every quote you mention, Luther Burden III will make a donation to NIL on your behalf. Getting a quote is easy. Just go online at carltoninsurance.net. Call or text 314-961-4800. If you have drivers under the age of 25, if you're seeing rising rates, give us a call or text us 314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. Let's keep the momentum going.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Hey you, it's Dr. Pryor. If your mouth's been getting more action from late night pizza than it has from a toothbrush, it's time to come see me. At 100 West Dental, we know how to clean up your act and your smile. Whether it's overdue cleanings, a chipped tooth from a wild weekend, or just getting that fresh, I'm definitely not hungover grin, we got you covered. Look, we know you're not shy, so why shy away from getting your teeth right? Book your free consultation at 100westdental.com and let's give you something to smile about. Because hey, you deserve to be as smooth as Tim's golf swing.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Another blue
blues season is coming. Get ready for the second annual Blues and Bruise event, Friday, September 20th at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Get fired up for another blues season at this outdoor street party featuring live music from country music star Matt Stell. And St. Louis's own Charles Glenn Group, plus appearances by blues players and alumni, food trucks, giveaways, and more. Tickets are just $20 and on sale now. Blues and Bruise, presented by Bud Light, 92.3 WIL and 101 ESPN. Find out more at TMASTL.com.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Get the TMA mobile app and enable notifications so you don't miss a thing. See our content on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Stream us on the TMA mobile app and at TMASTL.com.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Brown and Krupin Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
Hey, if you like the Morning After, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's Sports Talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each weekday, right after the Morning After. It's the worst named show in the history of radio, but the content's pretty good, so check it out on 101 ESPN or get the podcast on the TMA app. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA all day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Brown and Krupin Morning After on KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, and Action Jackson.
707 in St. Louis. You're listening to TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Krupin. Welcome to the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. Get involved on the show. Kyer and Thompson phone line, 6369004 TMA. Text in to the Schaefer Door Company. Text inbox 314-881-TMA5 and email in for our design, air, heating, and cooling. Email of the day. And Doug, Nick Sirianni, what is he thinking? Unbelievable.
Well, it really is pretty hard to believe what he was thinking. And the fact that he was thinking it at all is what I find so hard to believe.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think a lot of us are wondering, what was he thinking?
Nice.
And he was thinking exactly what he was thinking, and that's why he did what he did.
Well, you're right. Take a listen to this audio. Unbelievable.
All right, hit the lever, please, Pale.
In that scenario, I was thinking they might not have any timeouts there, but obviously they did with the incomplete pass. That would have came down to maybe a minute, and so we wanted to go up 6 points, and it didn't work. So, the decision to pass it there, again, like I said, where they were junking it up inside, with it being 4th and 3 to go for it, I thought. With them not having any timeouts, I wanted them to be down a touchdown and see if they could drive the field, and they did. That's off to them.
Fires ass!
Oh, gosh.
Am I weird for not understanding why people are questioning that?
Well, got to fill time in a business that's dying. The revenue pool shrinking. Mm-hmm. More and more people getting involved without any semblance of business acumen.
Jackson, Barkley catches the ball, game's over.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he catches it, which he probably does 99 out of 100 times, and then they just take knees until the clock hits triple zeros. I don't get why people are like so shocked. Like, you would think based on ESPN's broadcast that this was 28-3 Super Bowl. Like, he dropped the pass and they kicked the field goal and the Falcons went down with no touchdowns with 90 seconds and scored. Pretty impressive by the Falcons. I didn't think the Eagles fumbled.
Stop just a minute. Are you guys telling me you watched football instead of the Cardinals-Pirates last night? Is that what you're
I'll tell you, it was surprising to me that Andre Palante was able to get through 7 innings against the Pirates, a team that's really competing on 100 pitches. Now, there's a part of me that goes, maybe they've mailed it in.
Maybe both teams have.
He fanned 9 buckos. He outdueled Skeens.
Pirates must have thought it was a 12-15 Thursday game.
The Pirates have given no quarter for quite a while now.
Yep.
Cardinals win.
They did.
Well, of course they did.
For Dick.
Doug doesn't like that.
Yes, they won.
Only 7 out of the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Here they come.
Yellow. That's what they said after the win last night.
That is what they said.
But some of you are sitting watching football. I don't get it.
I can watch both of them.
Yeah.
But I chose not to watch the Cardinal game.
I didn't watch because I had a sweat, Doug. That's the closest I ever come to winning a fantasy game. 2 points I lost by.
In what sport?
Football.
Okay.
Now, granted, it's when there's only 2 teams playing. You're going to have a bunch of...
You played against one other guy?
No, there's only 2 teams playing, so you're going to have a bunch of ties. And
How much did you cash?
I cashed $40, but
Nice.
Yeah, I picked the wrong kicker. But
Did you pick Youngway?
I took Elliott. He had 7 points. The other guy had 10.
It was always Youngway.
Okay.
But it didn't matter. I mean,
And what would you have won had you won the whole thing?
I think I'd have won 500 because I'd have tied with 9 other people. And
500, and you put in how much?
Split $1. I only played $1.
Well, that's pretty good.
So I split money with about 10 other people to make 40.
Okay.
So I had a sweat.
Yeah. So you didn't watch the Cardinal game? Gosh, I don't
No,
know what city I live in anymore.
Well, they're terrible. I mean, now they're trying to get people in the crowd by signing Matt Adams to a one-day contract. Come out and see him retire as a Cardinal.
Okay.
Stupid.
All right.
What about the other 5 teams he played for?
Okay. So now we're going to call for the firing of the coach, the Eagles skipper.
Nick Sirianni?
Yeah.
Fires
ass! I bet they're upset.
Call in, big man!
I bet they're upset in Philly.
Next day, hot sports take guy's the same guy who sends in pictures of his wife at some wedding tackle. So if you have a hot take the next day, you send in pictures of your wife to the show? Doug, what's the Venn diagram? Could you create a graphic on your whiteboard?
I'm not really sure why you would do such a thing.
We need to get Doug a telestrator.
I wouldn't mind that.
You can start circling plays, breaking down all 22 film.
I guess you would do that just to show that everything about your life needs to be told to the public. You need to kind of brag about your takes.
It's pretty. It's
and
not
your
very
significant
involved.
other.
Shot at social media.
Yeah, that's
After the fact sports betting guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you should have taken the. Yeah, definitely.
No, it's like, I had this in a parlay, take a look, I won $7. Oh, it's awesome.
I have a buddy like
Keep me
that.
updated on the rest.
Yeah, he's the way he would talk. You would think he'd never lost a bet in his life.
No.
And he was always on the team that no one else was on.
I'm just the opposite. I lose almost everything.
It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day, fellas. Let's all bottom for each other. That's
No.
from Tasty Waste.
No.
Well,
It's
if we
gonna
all
get hot
bottom, then who tops? Think about
Yeah.
that.
That's true.
I'm not going to even think about that.
Like you can have a lineup of all lefties.
Chairman Steve says the atmosphere was electric last night.
Well, it looked like they had 8,000 to 9,000 people there.
Ernie Hayes.
That's I remember Ernie.
I'd have went just to see Skeens. But
But
Todd
you
Reesing
stayed
just
home.
sent in a picture of his wife again.
Okay. And where is she in this picture?
Looks like she's at...
Napoli?
I don't think she's at Napoli. At the Blink-182 concert.
Oh.
Yeah, there's Travis Barker right in the middle there.
Okay. Well, it's a nice photo. We enjoy photos of the listeners' wives.
I don't really understand it, considering that no one can see it but like me and Tim.
Yeah, that's it.
Chairman Kurt, you're in there, aren't you?
He said he was running a touch late.
Oh, boy.
Maybe he's here. I don't know. He said
Oh,
it was
he
just
could
going
be
to be a
here.
few
Chairman
minutes.
Kurt, do you see it?
His mic's on. All right.
Has anybody seen my nurse?
No.
text in from your car.
I don't see it.
Text in and talk dirty to me.
Would you like to have the female listeners send in pictures of their husbands?
Yes. Yeah.
You would.
Yeah.
Did Blink 182 cancel?
No, sir. Jane's Addiction just canceled.
Well, they just got into a fight and canceled the tour. I thought Blink 182 canceled.
Oh, well, I don't know.
No, they played. They played here. That was like a month or two ago.
Could I ask the question, what does Blink 182 mean?
I don't know. It's a pop. Tim, would you call it pop punk?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Pop punk.
They had Janine Lindemulder on the cover of one of their albums.
Oh, for
That's
heaven's
important.
sakes.
Yeah.
But the word Blink and the number 182, what does that mean?
You can Google it, I'm sure.
I was crowdsourcing. Okay, I was crowdsourcing.
Crowdsourcing season.
I'm trying to find out. That'd be the etymology of their name.
I don't know. It can't be they just pulled that right out of the
It was
thin blue
originally named Blink. They were just originally called Blink, and then I don't know where they got 182.
I don't either. Gosh.
If you started a band, Doug, what would you call yourselves?
Blink 183. That Price is Right 'em.
Oh, man. This guy.
Todd Reesing says Blink-182 did cancel. That's the Schottenstein Center on Ohio State's campus.
Schottenstein. Okay.
I thought they played. Maybe did the Killers come here and play?
Doug?
I don't know. If they did, I missed it.
They're playing the Evolution Festival.
Okay. I often get the Killers and Blink
Very good
182
band.
mixed up.
I've never seen them. Cute boys.
Oh, gosh.
Cute boys, yeah.
The boys in the band are cute?
Singer is.
Okay. Is that how you refer to young men now, as a cute boy?
Yeah, he's not young. I probably should have said cute man, but...
Chairman Kurt sent in links.
Yeah, he usually sends those from his home and then drives in.
Okay.
He called me and said he was sitting in traffic. He was late.
Yeah.
All good.
Okay,
I'll
sure.
take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's late again?
Oh.
Fire his ass! And where's the IQ test? Harrison's brother Master not happy now.
Nah, Kurt's fine. The IQ test, I do hope happens. I think that'd be funny.
I don't know. It seems like it's hit a bump in the road. Just not getting anywhere.
Logistical nightmare, but I think you just go one-on-one. Like Iggy versus Little Beer Cats,
Yeah.
I think would be fun.
And then if Biggie wins, he can take on another caller.
Right.
Yeah, that's just...
Just
so
line him
weird.
up, only to knock him down.
One by one.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you're getting a lot of text, Jackson, about Blink-182 canceling.
I'm sorry. I thought they played it. I get the Killers and Blink-182 mixed up all the time. Like in my mind, Blink-182 sings Mr. Brightside. I have to think about it for a second and readjust.
For a guy who wakes up at 2:30, sure is late a lot. That's from the Loomster,
Hey,
and he was
come on.
in second place to him in the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Year in 2022, and you got to wonder if that's still a burr in his saddle.
There's
You
some
know what I mean?
jealousy, yeah. I could see that.
Well, he's in traffic. You can't do anything about that. You leave to get here on time, and you hit an accident.
Yeah.
That's the reason I keep signing leases with this place, because I'm only 3 minutes away.
Well, are there other apartments that are close also that would be a little bit more palatable?
Yeah, I feel bad because Marco Bertorelli has a few apartments that he rents out. And I always ask him before my lease up, he got anything available? And he didn't. And then he just DM'd me the other day, said, I got one in Sunset Hills, two bedroom.
St. Louis Hills.
What did I say?
Sunset.
St. Louis Hills. And I'd already signed the lease.
Oh, no. You just re-upped again?
I'll just keep re-upping.
Oh, gosh.
Welcome to Trib City, bitch. Trib City, bitch.
There's no tribbing there.
Not with that attitude.
Okay.
Although I think there are two lesbians just moved in, building over.
Pics?
Pardon
me? Nothing. I just thought you might have pictures.
No.
It's radio, so we're a visual medium.
I was a curious young lady.
Okay.
Jackson quit apologizing to these walking cholesterols. The only person who owes the audience an apology is Chicken Skin McThroat Noise. That's from Nate in Tallahassee and Doug.
That's a new one.
That's what happens when your Seminoles are off to a slow start.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Chicken Skin McThroat Noise?
And aren't we all walking cholesterol? Like we all have levels of cholesterol.
Some level of cholesterol.
Could you live without cholesterol? You need some.
There's good cholesterol.
Right.
If you're late for work in this countdown, it's nobody's fault but your own. Traffic in St. Louis.
Sometimes it can get away from you, but yeah, it's a little different than if you lived in LA or something.
From my knowledge, the IQ test might be the 27th, but that is not for certain. Not sure on the other participants' availability. That's from IQ test participant Little Beer Cats.
Okay.
So he has just issued a statement.
It's coming up in 10 days' time.
That's Tim's birthday.
That's correct.
Oh, the 27th?
Yeah.
That's your birthday month.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Well, what are you asking for this year?
Take a guess. Same thing I've been asking for forever, since I was 18.
All right.
You're going to be 80 asking for the
Asking
same
for a
thing.
threesome. Yeah.
AI at that point might be able to
Yeah,
pick
maybe
that
I
up
can
for you.
accommodate it that way. Let's see. Is someone having an asthma attack in your studio? That's from the JV Golf Coach. JV Golf Coach now is coming after us. 2:30 a.m. What is he driving in from Kansas City? That's Harrison's brother, Master.
He gets up and lifts. He's like up, crack of dawn.
Wish I had that kind of energy.
Yeah, I can't.
You get up and start lifting weights.
I wake up at 4:30 and I feel like a newborn child. Like I'm just
newborn child.
cooing it light. Like
Oh.
I have like a baby cat.
Arms flailing.
Yeah, guy give me 15 minutes to Benjamin Button age.
Yeah,
and then I'm ready to rock.
Okay.
Munganess, sponsor of the 7 o'clock hour. StLouisAcura.com, AltonToyota.com. Doug, you were just out there last week. What was doing?
Oh, well, I was getting a new car.
A new car!
Yeah,
Ron Roddy.
a new
And
car.
he's no longer with us?
I don't think any of those folks are with us that were on The Price is Right 30 years ago. Yeah, it's just a fabulous place. Whether you're buying new or used, or whether you're getting service done there, it doesn't matter the make and model, it doesn't matter if you got your car there. You'll be so happy to get your car serviced there. You'll say, I got a car guy now. I don't need to go anywhere else. You won't worry about it because you know that the service people, led by Ryan Seiberg, are so good, so professional, so welcoming. And here's the big thing. They got treats. You can sit in the waiting room and have some pretzels or some drinks.
Pretzels.
Snacks. And you can just sit there, and you almost hope that they don't get your car done sooner because you just like to sit there and eat and watch the big TV.
Yeah, you go to Munganess and enjoy pretzels. That's basically the selling point. StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com. It's Munganess, 7 o'clock hour sponsor here on TMA. Jackson, tell me about Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies and sponsor of the soon-to-debut Jeremy Rutherford segments for the Blues. Surprising run to the Chalice in 2025. Parade down market.
There's a lot of similarities between JR and Mark Hanna. Both are obviously super knowledgeable about what they do. Obviously, JR with hockey, Mark Hanna with finance. But the thing that sets them apart is how they convey their message to their readers or their client. Mark Hanna, so good at conveying his financial wisdom to his clients. You get on the phone with him. We'll start with a 15, 20-minute phone call discussing your needs. Will lead to a great partnership where you can get on the phone with Mark Hanna, talk about your plan. If you have to change things up, if your life changes and you need to adjust some things, you can always talk to Mark Hanna. And again, he's so good at conveying his message. You're going to feel better getting off the phone than when you got on the phone. To me, that's worth everything. You need somebody like Mark Hanna in your corner for your financial future. Call Mark Hanna today.
314-889-0503 would be the number to call him. 314-889-0503. You can call us, Kyer and Thompson phone line, 636-9004-TMA, and you can text in, as many are doing, Schaefer Door Company text inbox 314-881-TMA5. And then you got that YouTube chat, 172 people already in there. And it looks like John Scores is talking to Doggy Season ticket holder and MD 2020, along with the old hipster. Is that the hipster at Tower Grove South? Denim Golf?
Denim Golf.
He wore blue jeans to play golf, did he?
I believe
He did Denim Golf.
Is that forbidden anywhere? Are there courses that say no blue jeans?
When Matsuyama won, was that 3 years ago?
I don't know the years, Tim.
He was wearing jeans on Saturday.
Was he?
He was.
Yeah, I don't think it's like the worst faux pas you can make, but it's pretty. I mean, come on. They make golf pants.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, he played Normandy a lot. There was no dress code there.
Yeah, I mean, certain like public courses, like you're expecting to see a little denim golf, maybe some basketball short golf.
Yeah.
Basketball short golf.
Well, people wear jeans everywhere now. Everywhere. To work.
Sure.
That used to be a complete no-no. Jeans to work.
I feel like the newer thing is like the athleisure pants, like the Lululemon that are like, but they're like actual pants that you could wear, and those are great for golf or like for just going to work.
Yeah, but they cost $120.
Yeah, well, pony up.
I don't want to.
You wear them all the time. You come in
Only
here
because they're presents.
I have also gotten them as presents. It's the best gift ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the style now.
Well, the best gift ever would be a threesome, and it looks like I've got it.
Oh, no.
Oh, the word just came in?
John Lithgow's Harry Henderson. Tim, I can accommodate your birthday threesome. Me, you, and my friend Mitch. 3 pretty boys with hairier holes, moist and gaping and ready for man love.
Oh, gosh.
So I will be having my threesome on my birthday. So that's exciting.
What can Brown do for you? Okay.
There's something a little off-putting about the term pretty boys.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. Some about it just gives
boys
me
aren't pretty.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Boys certainly are not pretty.
Can be.
Just gives me the willies.
No, they can't be. It's just not possible. I just don't think they're pretty.
Like there's the term pretty boy, but when you start talking pretty boys.
Mm-hmm. Pretty boy is a derogatory term.
What about my boy Liam Riley?
Doug, Liam Riley.
What about him?
He's a
fair follow-up.
He's a Bella Danger's hanger-oner.
Hanger-oner?
He's like a pet ferret.
So what about him?
He's a pretty boy.
I don't know.
Show you a picture of him.
I don't need to see a picture of him.
Doug, here's Liam Riley.
Doug's work husband.
He's not my work. I don't have a work husband.
Never once you felt like you had a work
No,
husband?
never wanted one.
That's strange.
Never even thought of it until this show.
That's very strange to me. Makes me sick when I play some of the public courses around here. People have no self-respect. That's from Mr. Licks.
Now, Doug, would you consider him a pretty boy?
Oh,
Tim, you want to save that for
Why don't you put that up in the why'd you put that up in the YouTube?
There's Liam Riley.
God, how do you think you get your hair to look like that?
So that's a pretty boy.
That's what you would consider a pretty boy.
I did not.
What does he do? What does he do for money?
I don't know.
He's a hanger-oner.
He's a
What does that
cross-dresser.
mean? Like he just hangs at the house like De Niro and Jackie Brown?
Perhaps pool boy type of thing.
I think it's cross-dressing. He goes to burlesque shows, things like that.
Burlesque.
He goes to burlesque shows. What is this,
I don't know what they're called
1910?
anymore.
Can we bring back burlesque?
I don't know what they're called anymore when you...
Is that just classier strip clubs? Burlesque shows?
It's an old-fashioned term.
Yeah.
For a strip club, but they also did
And that's his
comedy
job.
and things.
If you remember in Curb, Richard Lewis's once girlfriend was a burlesque dancer where Larry and friends got to see her breasts before Richard Lewis did. And she was a burlesque dancer, but that just seems like something that you don't see anymore.
No.
There was a movie called Burlesque.
Hey, Doug, a quick etiquette question. If I kick open an occupied stall at the family arena and there's a round, middle-aged gentleman squeezing dinner out from last night, is it rude to look him in the eyes, or should I keep my gaze on the boy, Fupa, that's dripping with brine? That's from Doo-Doo Man.
It's a poor question. It's a very poor question. Look under the stall for feet, and then you won't ever have that problem.
Sometimes they go, but sometimes they go all the way to the floor.
Not very often.
No. Newer bathrooms, though.
Isn't a fupa a stomach?
It blends into the pelvis. It definitely starts at the stomach eggs, but then it definitely
And it
folds
droops
over.
down?
Well, depending on the size of the foop.
You must have been peeing up then to have brine on the...
I didn't like the phrase squeezing out dinner.
Got another threesome participant, caller Buzz. Doug, he won the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month in June 2023.
Okay.
And he says his wife is in. Well, that would be a woman.
Ick.
My wife is down to clown on September 27th, pending her response. So it sounds like she's in.
Okay.
So you can watch him get a strap on?
Oh. That's what you want for your birthday?
I was hoping for something else, but I mean, if that's all I got, I guess beggars can't be
You
choosers.
would take it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
And there's nothing else for your birthday that could satisfy you.
Dwight Freeney wears a white shirt and gym shorts at the Grove. That's from Stephen Wildwood. Doug, what did that mean?
Yeah, but when you can swim move like that, you can kind of do whatever you want. Like, who's going to tell Dwight Freeney, hey, put on some real pants?
Has he been seen at the Grove? Our Grove?
No, probably Grove 23 in Jupiter, where Jordan plays golf, if I had to guess.
Jordan and Chairman Steve, apparently.
Yeah. And Keegs.
Yeah. But as I was saying, people wear jeans everywhere now in what used to be dress-up type situations. It's not that unusual to see people in dressed jeans.
I don't own a pair of blue jeans.
You don't? Why?
I don't. That's never been my style.
What about other Ledoux people?
Huh.
Oh, they were blue jeans.
Interesting.
It's not me.
I only own one pair, and I never wear them because they don't fit.
Well, you got to be the only two sodbusters in town that don't have blue jeans.
Morning, boys. Thank you for all you do for us silly listeners. Self-care is important, so take care of one another and yourself. Make it a great day. And Doug, sit on my face.
Hey!
That's a big tough.
No.
Thought it was just this message of positivity that's
Yes.
starting to occur, and then all of a
Right there at the
sudden,
end.
right there, it just dropped out of the zone.
Sorry, y'all had
I
to
think
hear
they're all
that.
just copying and pasting Jake's comments every day, and then adding something at the end with you.
Mm-hmm. It's not pleasant.
Jake Reynolds' actual message in the YouTube chat. Morning, boys. Dotem getting an email to old Zanesy is one of the best segments ever on TMA. Jackson, what a great job you're doing. Thank you, sir. That's from Jake Reynolds.
Gosh.
How about that message of positivity?
Nice.
Thank you.
Make you feel pretty good?
I truly, I wish I could really hammer this. I do nothing different than the Plowhawk with the Skeleton. I just schedule it. I guess I try to put premium segments
Premium, I
during
like that.
peak listening hours.
Oh, do you really?
But outside of that, I really do nothing different. I don't even know if Plowhawk might have done that. I don't know.
We have what's considered premium segments?
Well, relative.
Okay.
like the Bill and Zane Go Sailing. That's a classic right there.
I see.
He was so nervous about his father-in-law that his diet changed. He was only subsisting on General Tso's and waffle fries.
This is great. Chairman Steve's now interested. I guess I'm starting to have some choices. Tim, I'll have sex with you and your wife on September 27th. If you want to eat my ass, catch me before I get a pizza at Angry Beaver. That's from Chairman Stephen Wildwood.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's the right way to kind of invite somebody.
This is before he gets the pizza. So you're going to have to go there and see if he's in line or something? Pull him out of line? I just don't understand so much of what the listeners text and write.
I don't think inviting yourself has ever worked.
Scott's wrinkled ballsack does.
Speak to me. Tell me what you see.
I only tried it once and I got turned down.
You tried to invite yourself somewhere?
Yeah, a couple at Hito. I asked them if I could join them, and they said no.
Yeah.
I said, can I watch? And they walked away.
Who are these two folks?
Yes, I'm not going to tell the story again because...
Well, you brought it up. Now we want to hear it.
No, I just reminded that I've been turned down once by asking to join somebody.
You saw him at the pool.
Yeah, she was just...
Who is that? That's Iggy. God, that sounds like a girl.
What was I doing?
Growling. I don't know why.
Was I doing my Nita Blackwood imitation?
No. Hi, Iggy. It is hot.
So these two are at the pool, and you came up and said, may I join you? And they said no.
Well, we've been talking for a little while.
Oh, had you?
She was just beautiful. She's only like 5 foot tall. Yeah. Tiny little thing, but big boobs.
Oh.
We were just talking. They talked about they like to swing, and they're down there. They love the energy. And I said, can I join you? And they said, no, we're more into couples. I said, okay, can I watch?
Oh. And they said?
They just walked away.
Oh, God, that was a snub.
No, it was kind of a creepy question, but...
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, got to shoot to score.
Yeah. That's
right. Jackson, they're not happy with you firing a Kamala Harris ad during the YouTube.
I'm firing Kamala ads? Just like the Eagles situation?
Fire his ass! You don't control the ads that get played, right?
Not on YouTube. I have never. I watch a lot of YouTube content. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I have.
I watch more YouTube than I do television.
I have never seen an audience get mad at the content creator about what ads are playing on YouTube. I couldn't imagine that. That's so crazy.
Well, they'd like to pin it on you.
I just don't get that. I don't get that at all. I have no control. You have to talk to Google because they own YouTube. I'm sure they have a hotline.
They do. They have a number.
Yeah. We're looking, obviously, to acquire Google. And once that happens, we'll change it up. But until then.
I don't bitch at I love Hulu, but Hulu has ads. And I don't bitch because I could take care of it myself. I could just get Hulu Premium. I wouldn't have the ads. So I can't complain if I can do something about it and I don't.
But if you were to complain, would you complain to, like, the creators of The Bear? Or would you complain to Hulu?
I would be complaining to myself because there's nobody else there in the room.
Option 3.
Which I do quite a bit. I talk to myself quite a bit.
You walk around your apartment complaining?
Sometimes.
Do you? But there's no one there to hear the complaint.
No, unless I'm outside bitching and then somebody upstairs hears me.
Then the neighbors can...
don't know who I'm talking to.
You walk around outside complaining?
No, if I'm sitting on my patio playing a video game and I start complaining.
Huh.
Usually Golf Rival.
And the neighbors can hear that?
If they're outside or they have their windows open, they probably can.
They hear a gentleman downstairs playing a video game complaining loud enough for them to hear. That seems a little odd.
Get screwed.
Okay.
Well, you just talk out loud. You just kind of... Oh, come on.
Okay.
Can I tell you how powerful this radio station is?
Oh, yeah.
The show is.
All right, sure.
And I'm going to say it's the show. Was it last week? Somebody wanted me to tell my peanut story.
Your penis? Your peanut?
Peanut.
Oh, okay.
Peanut. It really wasn't a story. It was just, I'm on this peanut kick. And I said that I have a big bowl of peanuts that I dump out of the bag, and I always have an extra bag, and when I walk by the kitchen, I just take a peanut.
Sure you do.
Sometimes I sit in front of the TV and just crack open peanuts. And I said, these Cardinal peanuts are the best. Schnucks usually has about 15, 20 bags of Cardinal peanuts shoved in there.
Yeah.
Always stocked up.
Mm-hmm.
Went shopping yesterday, no Cardinal peanuts.
Oh.
Out of Cardinal peanuts.
And you think you sold them?
I think the listeners went and bought a bunch of Cardinal peanuts.
Do you?
They've never been out of Cardinal peanuts before.
And you would like a commission?
Not one bag of Cardinal peanuts.
Well.
So whoever the listener was that went and bought all the Cardinal peanuts from Schnucks.
Yeah. You think people are trying to be like you?
Well, maybe they say, hey, those sound good. I'm going to try them. They just happen to go to the same store I go to.
Yeah.
But never have they been out of Cardinal peanuts.
They are now.
They were. I was upset. I have no Cardinal peanuts.
Oh, no.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. Well, what'll you do now?
Go back and get them.
All right, but they're not there.
I'll stock them up eventually.
Okay. All right. There then is the peanut story.
Well, it just shows you how many people listen to the show.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wish we had that kind of power over other products.
I have a hard time believing that people are really out there eating unsalted whole peanuts like that. Like
they're so messy.
And it gets everywhere. They really don't taste good at all.
Oh, they do.
Just unsalted peanuts in the shell. Oh my God. I'd rather eat sandpaper.
Oh. It's almost like eating sawdust when the shell starts to fall apart on you.
Mouse
You're not eating that.
I know, but some of it gets in there.
You have to know how to eat them.
Okay.
I talked about that tornado scrubber I got that Learn turned me on to.
They sold out now, too?
3 people bought them.
Yeah. You're quite a salesman.
I got to stop giving out free plugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tornado scrubbers and peanuts. It's a hot market.
Okay, interesting.
You got to try it. It's a game changer.
Well, I'm not interested in the peanuts. The tornado scrubber, possibly.
What beat was that?
Payola by Migos. Text line's on fire.
Doug, they're not pleased with our show.
What's not to like about the show?
Those of us on it.
Yeah.
That may be a peanut story.
Cast.
Wasn't interesting to them.
There wasn't really a story. It was just
No,
that you went to go get peanuts and they weren't there.
Because I talked about them on the show.
That's the only reason that they would be out of peanuts?
That's the only reason I can think of. They never
Fair
been out
enough.
before.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, if you got hundreds of thousands of people listening, it only takes a couple people to go to Schnucks and buy the Cardinal peanuts and they're gone.
You think we have hundreds of thousands of listeners?
Oh, I think so. That's
Hundreds of thousands?
It's a low estimate.
Like 1 million, you think?
Yeah, 3/4 of the city.
Oh, come on.
Looks like Shrimply Pibbles is leaving the show.
He's gone.
Okay, guys, it's naturally reached its conclusion. Thank you for the last 20 years. Once the peanut story becomes a daily story, it's time for me to move on. Good night and good luck. That's from Shrimply Pibbles. No more pictures of Shrimply Pibbles' wife coming into the Schaefer Door Company text inbox. He is done.
He's not leaving. He's going to Schnucks to line up to get the next bag of peanuts.
Daily story, I told it once, and then I said they were out of them today. So, and that's about the 9th time he's left in the last 2 weeks. So,
This time it feels like he's had enough. I don't know what the tipping point was.
maybe the peanut story.
We're sitting here again talking about the same things.
Let's talk about Design Air, Doug.
Okay.
It's going to be around 90 today, I think.
It is, yeah. Next few days it's going to be upper, like lower 90s, I think.
That is your cue for the air conditioning going out, and you going, oh man, I thought we were in the clear here. It's mid-September. If it does happen, you go to designairservice.com. I had an email from a listener on Sunday into our Hubbard email wanting to get connected with Seth Goldcamp. I immediately did so because I know Design Air Heating and Cooling will take wonderful care of our audience members. I'm a client, Doug's a client, Iggy's a client. Why don't you become a client as well? It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. And if you would like to participate in QFTA, anything, and I mean anything, is welcome at TMCKERNAN at InsideSTL.com. It's design, air, heating, and cooling. Doug, you know anything about Kyer and Thompson? Because they're the sponsor of the phone lines, which we welcome people to call into. But with Chairman Curtin out here, I guess, Jackson, you have to stare at the phone bank?
I think he's here.
Oh, he is.
Chairman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's here.
Chairman, you all right?
Yeah, all good. Just a little unexpected traffic. Tried to take a detour, and yeah, no excuse. Just didn't get here on time.
Okay. Well, the people at Kyer and Thompson aren't upset with you at all. They'd be happy for you to go in and take a look at their showroom. That's how you get started. If there's part of your house that you just don't like anymore, it's tired, it's run down, it's aging, it's not what you want your house to look like, Kyer and Thompson is a great place to go to start to get things turned around. Here's what you do. You go out to their showroom there on Manchester and Baldwin, right next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. You look around, you get some ideas. Maybe you talk with the owners, Bob Strati or Carolyn Beard. Wonderful people. We've had them in here, talked to them, gotten to know them. They also have a great staff. They've got designers. They've got people there that can help you through it all. Walk through the showroom, get some ideas, whether you're looking to redo your kitchen or your bathroom or maybe redo your basement, a wine room, a man cave, a bar, accent rooms, fireplace walls, offices, you name it. They can handle it all. Great time to redo the man cave with football season here. You want to set up a little area for yourself and your friends down there and then make it look first class. Kyer and Thompson can handle it all. It's the kind of place where they've got all the contractors right there. They've got quality staff members that can do any kind of work that you need done. You don't have to go to 5 or 10 different places looking for this guy and that guy and looking for different countertops and appliances, lighting. They have it all right there at Kyer and Thompson. You're wondering about their Better Business rating. A+, of course. They also won a Torch Award for ethics from the Better Business Bureau. It's kind of an industry where you're not really sure what you're going to get unless you go to the good guys, and Kyer and Thompson's certainly one of the good guys.
One of the best.
This is not your brother-in-law down the street trying to come in and work on your house. These are top-notch people who've been in business since the 1950s. Their employees have more than 160 years of experience combined, and Carolyn and Bob have been there more than 20 years. They will just take outstanding care of you and make your house into a showplace. Kyer and Thompson, the place to go. Come home to quality online at KyerandThompson.com.
There it is, Kyer and Thompson. Doug, the phone line's active. You wanted to hear from Biff.
I did.
You got it.
All right. Well, hello, Biff. Biff? Biff!
Hello, people.
Yes, hello, Biff.
Hi, people.
Hi.
What's going on today?
Well, we're talking peanuts today, and they've sold out at Schnucks.
Peanuts?
Yeah. Iggy started eating peanuts, and he mentioned it, and now Schnucks can't keep them in stock.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Alrighty. Strip bars, is that okay, Tim?
Of course it is.
Yeah, I wrote a poem about strip bars, Tim.
Okay, go ahead, Biff. What's the poem?
You want to hear it?
Yeah, is it very long?
Well, I'll do it in a rat-a-tat-tat delivery.
Okay, that'd be good. All right, let's hear it.
Anytime my light on so I can see, I just woke up. You guys talking about any food this morning or restaurants?
Peanuts?
Yeah, peanuts.
Yeah. No restaurants.
Give us your top 10 peanuts.
Top 10 peanuts, so that'd be a good one. I like anything with Reese's peanut butter cups. Don't you guys like the Reese's peanut butter cups?
Yeah, but what about this poem?
It's a loose interpretation of peanuts.
Okay.
Okay.
The Cardinals they're on the way to the playoffs after last night, Doug. You think?
I think so. Are you still searching for the poem?
Yeah, I got it. Here
you found it. Okay. All right. All right, go ahead, please.
The title is "Why Do Guys Go to Strip Bars?" Okay. Guys go to strip bars to see boobs.
Is that the end of the poem? That could be the end, I guess.
Could just be a one-liner, Doug. If you want me to end it there, we can just end it.
No, go ahead with a rat-a-tat-tat style delivery, please.
Title of poem, Why Do Guys Go to Strip Bars? Guys go to strip bars to see boobs, wishing they could later use some lubes. All guys think the stripper is in love with them in the back room. It would be easier for that guy to get the moon.
Hey, can I be suspended for like 20 minutes?
The click of the 8-inch heels on the stage, that is the stripper's total playbook open page. Oh, yes, keep drinking, spend more money. And, of course, that stripper is going to be your honey. ATMs are placed strategically in strip bars, right next to the private dance back rooms in the bars. Why does every strip bar have a girl named Mercedes?
Boy, he's right about that.
I will bet that girl does not own a Mercedes.
You can't rhyme the same words.
How come every DJ at strip bars is the biggest nerd? Feels like said DJ is the leader of the nerd herd. More deep-fried food at a strip bar than fast food restaurants near and far. This suggestion to listeners is this. Only go to strip bars to get strippers' phone numbers and don't give the strippers too many tips. Funny how a stripper never has any change for 100. All strip bars are just mostly a conundrum.
You can't, no, not 100 and conundrum. I can't give you that one.
Okay, gotta go now.
Almost done. If you get two strippers in the back room together, your bank account could be drained out forever. There is always hope for a strip bar fan as long as you have lots of cash in that wallet, man. That's the end.
It's very emotional.
Sound like a biography.
Okay.
All right. Nice poem.
Yeah. What else are you people talking about today?
A little Cardinals, a little Eagles coach needs to be fired. The usual stuff.
Light grifting.
Mm-hmm.
Light grifting.
Just dipping our toes in it.
Light grifting, what's that?
Sports talk radio.
Oh, okay. Huh. Alrighty.
Okay.
All right, then.
Things are going well for you, right?
Okay, I'd say, yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Doug?
Fine.
What else? What's new with you? You back on Channel 4 yet, or what?
No. It's been about 3 years or more since I was there. But I appreciate you watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
okay.
No, I'm not there. I'm just here. Just here.
Mm-hmm. Any sports tips, Tim, on the college football this weekend to bet on?
I like Boston College against Michigan State. Boston College, home game, night game, Chestnut Hill. Bill O'Brien, he's got the Golden Eagles feeling it, Biff.
Oh, yeah. Red bandana game, too.
Yep.
Okay. Money line? You that confident?
Yeah, I'd take money line, but I think I would lay the points, too. Is it 6.5, 7, or 7.5, Doug?
I don't know how many points. I don't know.
I'm looking at it right now.
Don't make that noise while you're searching.
Fill the air, bro. They are 7-point favorites. Open at 6.5. It's now up to 7.
Line's moving.
Okay.
I got one for you, Tim. The same bookie I've had for 15 years. After the Mizzou win Saturday night, I texted him. The line wasn't out yet for Mizzou for next week, and I texted him. I said, "Hey, just go ahead and throw me down on Mizzou money line next week, and my minimum with him is $500." And he called me yesterday, and he goes, "Hey man, I'll put that bet down for you, but I wouldn't make that bet." And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, $500. He said that if they're playing Vanderbilt, that means you're putting down something like $8,000 to win $500 or something because of the line against Vanderbilt is that high. The money, what is it?
Minus 1,700.
Minus seven? Is it 700?
17.
1,700?
Correct.
So you're putting up 8,500 to win 500.
Something like that. Yeah, I thought it was even worse. Yeah. He goes, "You can do it if you want." He goes, "But I wouldn't do it." And I said, "Oh yeah, you're right." What's it called, Tim? Not juice squeeze, not worth the juice, or something.
That's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
David, how about a little Popeye's chicken? That good for your golf swing?
But however, do you see any chance of them losing to Vanderbilt after the way played the last
Doug,
few weeks.
what percentage would you give to Missouri losing to the Commodores?
About 15% chance.
1% chance.
I think my number would be, I would go 4%.
Well, see, that's where a man that has a set of balls would just go pull out his whole bank account and put $100,000 on it, and there you go. What do you win? See,
A couple thousand. That's all. I wouldn't recommend that bet, Biff.
However, it's a slim chance to lose it.
Yeah, well,
relax.
He's on scholarship too.
Of course, as soon as you say that, there's some two crazy plays, and their two best players go down. Cook and Burden, the fourth or whatever. They both go down in the same game, and they're out for. Say they're just out for one game, but they both go down, and you lose by 1 point, right?
Right. Crazy
Somehow.
things happen. Yeah. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Live sports, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Biff.
What would be your pizza recommendation for this week?
Pizza.
Doug, what's your pizza recommendation?
I like sausage and mushroom. I don't really care where I get it.
Where from?
Oh, like I said, I don't really care where.
What about
Just sausage
Blackthorn?
and mushroom.
Blackthorn, Doug, why don't you hit that?
I don't know where it is.
I like that Pizza at Go-Go myself. I think that's where I'll go. Yeah, Pizza at Go-Go. Got to bring cash, though.
They don't take credit cards?
They don't.
Wow.
No.
And I'm a Chris 20.
20 twin.
He said, keep the change. I'll take the pizza.
Looks like, KG, you're talking about cutting the phone lines?
People were asking me if I had the ability to do that.
Yeah. You got scissors back there, don't you?
I do.
Hey, I met Mr. Licks for the first time the other day.
Oh, did you really? And?
Yeah. Man, I'd get old doing that job he does. You know that job where every few minutes or every so many minutes you got to ask people whether they like paper or plastic.
A bitter sketch.
What? I had to run down to Jefferson County to this place I get batteries from, and it's a battery outlet store. I had to buy like a couple $1,000s worth of batteries, and I ran in a Schnucks there in Jefferson County, and there's Mr. Licks at the end of the Schnucks line. You know, he's a grocery bagger.
Oh yes,
he's not a millionaire.
We ought to do a remote from that battery outlet. I think we should. You can't have too many batteries.
Well,
all right, Biff.
You guys thought he was a millionaire, and he's a grocery bagger at Schnucks.
Oh.
How'd you guys fall for that?
It was probably just a passion project of his.
Yeah, right. You guys thought he was a millionaire. That's kind of funny.
Well, he seemed like a man of great wealth.
Yeah. Well, you guys got fooled easily. That's not good.
Yeah. All right, Biff.
Well, find some good sandwiches this week.
Okay, we'll look for them.
Okay, we'll see you.
All right, thanks, Biff.
Doug, that was Biff on the Kyer and Thompson phone lines.
10 out of 10.
Just one of our friends who likes to drop in.
No notes. Poem was great.
The poem was outstanding.
So, Chairman Carr, you slice the phone line cord? There's a cord that you slice?
You know,
you get box cutters and
if I had
cut the wiring.
If I had been able to get here on time, I might have been a little more likely to try that, but just kind of fall in line.
We could just unplug them, really. Just kind of yank it out.
But the audience wants to actually see them severed.
Happy, Doug?
Yes, yeah.
Well, they're just not happy with the show. I mean,
no, they shouldn't be happy with us.
This used to be my sanctuary because they're not happy from 10 to 11, but now they're just not happy from 7 a.m. to 11.
Well, that's what we do. We make people unhappy. It's our job. And we do a darn good job of it,
I'd say.
Can Biff please bury himself with one of his excavators? Some Stan the caddy. He was unhappy with the Plowhawks club selection.
It's true.
Get involved in the program. Many of you are doing so. Anyway, 314-881-TMA5. Schaefer Door Company sponsored the text inbox. Kyer and Thompson phone lines have not been severed yet. 636-9004-TMA. And email in for our design, air, heating, and cooling email today. Stephen Wildwood wants us to know that he's happy.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. He's always pretty happy.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Told you all, Licks is a fraud. That's from the Worsen was wacko. I don't know what happened for that to happen. I guess Mr. Licks is working at a grocery store, I guess.
In Jeffco.
Nothing wrong with bagging groceries.
No.
I love bagging groceries.
Honestly, this is the worst hour of radio ever produced. That's from Jugs in D.C. They don't like this show in our nation's capital.
No.
And say this is the worst hour, however, of 15,000 shows or segments or whatever the hell we've done.
Our purpose is to make people unhappy, and we're doing that. Read the text line if you don't believe us.
Yeah, damn fine job, if you ask me.
Well, I feel like we'll get it together in the next hour.
You think so?
It feels like our time is coming,
This is our time. All right, we'll do our best in the next hour.
Okay.
We'll close out the Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton, Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. This is TMA, presented to you by Brown & Krupin.
KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Elevate your performance. Pure Performance is your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications, known for their top quality work and outstanding customer service. It's officially Jeep and Bronco season. Pure Performance carries any accessory for your vehicle, old models to brand new. From sunshades, soft tops, trail doors, to off-road gear like bumpers and light bars, Pure Performance has you covered. Stop by the Pure Performance showroom at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles or visit pureperformance.com. That's PURperformance.com.
Whether it's pro or college, the app to bet football is Circus Sports Illinois. Circus Sports, it's sports betting the way it should be. Circus Sports Illinois has high betting limits, low holds, and exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams at every game this season. Spreads, props, futures, or in-game, Circus Sports has it. Fund and bet like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hustle and Heart Sports Performance is the one-stop shop for St. Louis area football-specific and athletic training located in O'Fallon, Missouri. Hustle and Heart utilizes the top trainers in St. Louis, led by its owner, 8-year NFL vet Pierre Desir. We have a 40-yard turf field, college-style weight room, red light sauna, and a state-of-the-art recovery room to service all of your athletes' needs. For more info, check out hustleandheartsportsperformance.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
After a serious car accident, people have two questions. Why me and what now? Well, no one knows why you, but I'm Terry Krupin, and my law firm Brown & Krupin sure can help with the what now. Car repairs, medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering. We're Brown & Krupin, and we've got all those answers. All you have to do is call 222-2222.
If you want a first-class, top-of-the-line, high-quality interior remodeling job, you know who I'm going to suggest. Kyer and Thompson. Known for their kitchen and bathroom remodels, Kyer and Thompson is where you go when you want your remodeling job done right the first time. Kyer and Thompson doesn't just do large remodeling jobs. They do plenty of man caves, bars, offices, pretty much anything inside your home. Check out their 10,000-square-foot showroom next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House on Manchester. Let them bring your dream remodel to reality. KyerandThompson.com.
The Illinois Recovery Center is dedicated to providing precise and authentic care to those seeking help and treatment. Recovery, it's not just a goal, it's a transformative journey. At Illinois Recovery Center, you'll find an unwavering commitment to provide the support, guidance, and personalized care you or your loved one needs to rediscover a life filled with purpose, strength, and lasting renewal. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
I'm just texting him back. I'm just posting a story. I'm just changing the song. I'm just...
No. When it comes to distracted driving, just don't. Sending a text takes your eyes off the road for just 5 seconds, but in that time, your car can travel the length of an entire football field. Any distracted driving just isn't worth it.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Another blues season is coming. Get ready for the second annual Blues and Bruise event, Friday, September 20th at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Get fired up for another blues season at this outdoor street party featuring live music from country music star Matt Stell and St. Louis's own Charles Glenn Group, plus appearances by blues players and alumni, food trucks, giveaways, and more. Tickets are just $20 and on sale now. Blues and Bruise, presented by Bud Light, 92.3 WIL and 101 ESPN. Find out more at tmastl.com. Introducing the first ever TMA Banty Brew, a 16-ounce canned wheat ale with orange and coriander and an image of all 4 TMA boys across the front. The Banty Brew, a refreshing ale made with white wheat, ground coriander, and fresh whole oranges. Head to any Salt and Smoke location today to try the TMA Banty Brew. Must be 21 or older to consume or purchase. See the can at tmastl.com and find a participating location to try it for yourself. Brought to you by Charlottesville Brewery and Winery in St. Genevieve, Show Me Beverages, and Salt and Smoke. Find out more at tmastl.com.
Butter me up, Daddy.
It's the Brown and Krupin Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
Doug, it's Halloween.
Around the corner of every street. It's Halloween. It's time to scare the
Pants off your friends.
It's Halloween. It's time to collect strangers' candy.
I feel like Halloween's getting bigger and bigger with each year. See some of the decorations in the stores now. 15-foot skeletons you can buy and ghosts. All kinds of stuff that wasn't there just a few years ago, it seems.
Some people really like getting scared. Makes them feel alive.
Mm-hmm.
Not I.
Is it getting scared or doing the scaring?
Ooh, are you a top or are you a bottom?
Yeah, that is kind of a top bottom. I think maybe both, but I think a lot of people like getting scared. Like that's why the haunted house market and horror movie stuff is like so popular.
It's the Fisher Window and Door Store 8 o'clock hour. Welcome back. TMA, presented to you by Brown and Krupin. You're welcome to text into the program. Schaefer Door Company. Sponsor the text inbox, 314-881-TMA5. Call in, Kyer and Thompson. Phone line, 636-9004-TMA. And email in for our design, air, heating, and cooling. Email the day, the morning after, at InsideSTL.com. Be a friend of the Feather and see if you can compete with Kevin Miller, who has 5 wins here on September 17th in design, air, heating, and cooling standings. This is fun to watch him playing so well.
Just a really, really good time. He's a veteran. He's been around the loop a while, and he's really kind of come into his own.
Yesterday he used the term globally known, locally boned. And I think that's just solid work.
It's Dad's weekend at Tridelt at Mizzou. Going to grab some Cardinal peanuts from Schnucks and hopefully get to meet the Wacko. That's from the 636. So this guy has a daughter who's a Tridelt as well?
Yeah, I guess.
What's going on here, Doug? We got a bunch of parents at Tridelts listening to the show?
Well, I bet the Tridelt house has 80 or 90 girls in it, don't you think?
Way more than that.
100?
Yeah.
200 maybe?
Yeah, I'd agree with
but they
about
don't
that
all
number.
live in the house.
No, just the sophomores. And even then, only some.
Only the sophomores live in sorority houses now?
Uh-huh. Maybe juniors, some
Well, that's
places.
no fun.
That's how big they are. They don't have enough rooms. Well,
that's too big then.
Only sophomores and juniors really live in fraternity houses.
That's not how it used to be.
Freshmen are not allowed to live in fraternity houses anymore.
Because they got hazed?
Yeah.
Well, that was most of the fun of it, is living in the house.
Yeah.
Freshmen aren't allowed to live in fraternity houses? Really?
No.
I didn't know that. It was required back in the day.
Beta was grandfathered in when I was
Beta
there.
Theta Pi, Doug?
Yeah. Beta
On Chi? You say on Chi?
Yeah, Greg Vaughn was a beta.
Beta Theta Tomato.
Mm-hmm.
They got grandfathered in when I was there, but now, no. It really is like, if you are trying to cut down on stuff like that happening, the first thing you do is not
Stuff
allow
like what happening?
hazing.
Hazing their balls off.
If you're trying to limit that, the first thing you do is say freshmen can't live in the houses. Now I think freshmen have to live in the dorms. You can't even live off campus as a freshman. You have to live in the dorms.
Really?
I believe that to be the case. It is definitely the case in the fraternity houses. You cannot live in fraternity houses as a freshman.
Well. I wonder when that changed.
Second semester, I believe you can, but while you're pledging, you cannot.
That works for sororities too? They're hazing the freshmen?
No,
there?
I don't know about that. I was not in a sorority, but I was in a fraternity. And
you transitioned later.
I've gone back and forth. It's like a reverse vasectomy. Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Orson Woods-Wacko will have to be removed from the Tridel premises again for being the creepy dad who sticks around too long. That's from Sweet Sweet Kai. Sweet Kai.
Are there some of those? No one would do that. No one would do that to their daughter.
I hope not.
No, you guys go to the football game. I'm just going to sit here.
I graduated from Mizzou in 2018. I was an ATO and lived in the fraternity house from the first semester of my freshman year through my junior year. That's from Uncle Moose Knuckle. Jackson, your response.
I got there in fall 2017. So by that time, they had eliminated that. Like, kids my age had lived in fraternity houses their freshman year, but then they changed that rule. And Beta got grandfathered in.
But what about Alpha Tau Omega?
ATO, Sweet Kai pledged them. And
did he really? He's an ATO?
No, he ended up not doing it.
Didn't cut it.
Orson Woods-Wacko is going to jump all over it. Now recovering alcoholic's going to jump all over it. What happened with Sweet?
He just didn't want to do it. He didn't want to be in a fraternity anymore.
Oh, no, dog.
I feel bad now.
Is that just a Mizzou thing?
I feel really bad.
I don't know.
Is that just a Mizzou thing? Because my niece is a freshman, and she's a member at Tri-Delt at Central Florida, and they just had Parents' Weekend last weekend.
Yeah, you can have Parents' Weekend without living in the house.
But she's in front of the Delta house.
You can still. It's like there's no force field around it. Like you can go there, but
no, my niece
she lives there.
there.
How does she live there if she rushed a week before school started? Like that'd be kind of a big change to be like, hey, we're moving. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe she's a sophomore.
Only you can answer that one, brother.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, they used to all live in the house. I know that.
Yeah, it's a big no-no now.
Because the kids can't be trusted.
Well, I mean,
not to endanger the
imagine being asleep at 3 a.m. and you're some drunk sophomore or junior and you want something and there's pledges downstairs.
That just never happened in my day.
I can confirm it absolutely happened.
It didn't happen in where I was.
Well, I could see where that could be really tough on an 18-year-old freshman.
Yeah.
Vandy week equals Dad's weekend in Como. Herb, no pulled pork at the tailgate, and I told you idiots, Virgin and Kai were blackballed, and Virgin just admitted it. That's from the Orson Woods-Wacko.
I was in a fraternity for all 4 years of my college experience. Sweet Kai just decided not to. It's not like he was dropped. He decided not to do it anymore.
What exactly did he do to get dropped?
He didn't get dropped. Oh. See, this is why Channel 4 won't have you back. It's these leading questions.
You want to be back, I know.
These leading questions.
Well, I'm sorry they dropped him.
Yeah, okay, Jackson. Your bottom friend didn't want to be in a frat. Got it, thanks. That's Mr. Siders, critical of 7-iron distances.
We used to call, perhaps unfairly, anyone who wasn't in a fraternity an off-campus junkie.
Off-campus junkie?
Mm-hmm. We would say GDI.
Yeah. Gosh darn independent.
Yeah. Or GED.
Well, I think fraternity living is about as much fun as I've ever had.
My sophomore year of college was like as much fun as I've ever had in my life.
No surprise, Kai ate the saltine cracker and got ran out the door. That's the recovering alcoholic from Belleville in Webster Grove.
I've had a biscuit. No. Sweet Kai just didn't want to do it.
You Gen Z nerds are soft! That's from Shakira Sanders.
I didn't make the rule.
That nerd got blackballed! Shakira Sanders.
Nope.
Sweet Kai has issued a statement. Well, when my GPA dropped to a 2.0, Mr. and Mrs. Cook said we ain't paying for this anymore, and well, that was the end of that. That's from Sweet Kai.
Oh, so he couldn't handle it academically.
Just gave his last name on. He just outed himself.
Right.
He'll be all right.
Unless he had some benefactors who were paying.
Kai was blackballed for always presenting himself to the active brothers. What does that mean, Doug?
Like you just walk up to them and toot your ass up?
Present yourself.
Like a dog in heat.
I wouldn't have wanted to see that.
Yeah, that would get you dropped. He did not do that.
Were there any frat houses at Mizzou? that were anything like Animal House. Just party all the time, terrible.
You're kind of limited on how much you could do because they have this thing called audit hours.
Yeah. What are audit hours?
So from Sunday through Thursday, from 9 p.m. to midnight, a third-party security company could just knock on your door at the fraternity house and take a lap around the house.
Oh, like a hot lap?
Right, I've seen that.
If they smelled marijuana, if they saw like open alcohol containers, you would get you would get like essentially like a demerit. And if you got too many, you get in big trouble. And then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was 9 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. 9:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m.
Dangerous hours.
So you really couldn't party or they really tried to limit that. Now, if you got audited, you were never going to get audited the next day or 2 days after. So after
then it was clear.
So after an
then
audit,
it was daisy chain season.
After an audit, you'd know like we can't get one here in another couple days.
But probably the unintended consequence of that is people would take the party somewhere else. Have to drive there, get an Uber.
Columbia is such a bar town. Like the parties really go down at the bars, not at the houses. So you could party at the bars and then go back to the house. And by the time you got back, odd hours were over and it was a free-for-all. So there was still partying, but you had to be smart about it. Because, I mean, houses, you get 2-3 houses kicked off a semester.
That's only come into place just within the last 10 years or so, though, isn't it?
I mean, I got there in fall of 2017. So.
And they had that going.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Fisher Window and Door Store, 8 o'clock hour, providing you with quality American-made Marvin windows and doors. Visit their showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, Illinois, or online at fisherwindow.com, Fischer window.com, sponsor of the 8 o'clock hour here on the Morning After, which is presented to you by Brown and Krupin. If you've got a take, Doug's got mittens, and those mittens are presented to you by the EDF Group. And the EDF Group asks you this query. Do you want to support the EDF Group as a sponsor of TMA? Well, it's real simple. Do you have a fire extinguisher where you work? The answer is yes, you certainly do. So please email the EDF Group at fire@theedfgroup.com so a technician can come out and explain to your team how the EDF Group can save your company money. Again, that email address is fire@theedfgroup.com. The EDF Group is hot and will prevent your facility from having hot fires. Experience the EDF Group difference. Learn more at theedfgroup.com. Send your emails in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today, the morning after, at InsideSTL.com. That comes your way at about 9:50. Then Jackson and I will go down the hallway. We'll be fine. We've been doing the show for 33 months, I guess you said, Doug? 33 months?
Well, 2 2/3 years.
Ballpark. What do you have, Jackson? Should I solicit?
No, I got good stuff.
Really?
Uh-huh.
How can you have,
I mean, I had like an epiphany this morning.
What was the epiphany?
Well, just the
epiphany.
Oh my God.
Epiphany right there at 44 in Arsenal.
And that's not the one with the bowling alley?
That has the bowling alley.
It does have the bowling. It's still working?
Yeah.
Nice.
Right across from Pizza Go-Go.
I just woke up and questions just started flooding my mind. I got my notes app out so I wouldn't forget them and just started hammering.
Wow.
Yeah, this was, of course, after I was cooing at light like a little newborn child.
Yeah.
Cooing at light.
Yeah. At 4:30 to 4:45.
So what's the name of today's show?
Yeah, good question.
I haven't come up with a name yet.
Oh.
Being in a frat is like going to CBC. It sets you up for the rest of your life as an enterprise used car resale associate. It's from the Kansas City Gray Sexual. That's what happens if you join a fraternity.
Narrowcasting.
That's what happens. I don't know who this is, but somebody sent it a picture of a guy and says, this guy screams Mizzou frat boy.
That's
Doug,
Kai.
do you know who that is?
That's Kai.
Oh, it's Kai. Yeah.
Oh, but he's got sweet, sweet Kai's.
Yeah. Clearly he doesn't scream
concerning,
frat boy because he couldn't hack it at the ATO house.
A little concerning.
Didn't take long. Gave out his real last name, and they found him.
It'll be all right. All our real names are out there. It's not, we'll be all right.
Well, I say that all the time.
All these soy boy Gen Z losers make me want to puke. Put the damn controller down and be a man. That's from Big Tough.
We didn't make the damn rules. We did everything we can to get around them.
You caused the rules to have to be put in place.
What do you mean? What did I do?
You haze some of the rookies.
Not these hands.
It was always the best when blacked out 20-something alums who were working at Enterprise making minimum wage came back to the frat to haze the pledges. Losers!
Yeah,
Some Iggy's coat trader.
Yeah, that would happen. That would be
Isn't
really
hazing banned now?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of things are banned that still happen.
Yeah.
Not alleging anything. I don't know anything about it. I haven't been there in 4 years now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't join a frat that I had to go through all that stuff to join.
Well, it varies year to year and fraternity to fraternity. It just matters who's there, what guys are there.
Right.
Because one or two can make it miserable on a lot of people.
Or the culture of the fraternity.
Yeah, but if you got a good group, then nothing horrible goes on.
Like oftentimes, each individual is just a nice person, but you get 100 20-year-olds in a group and they turn into some real rascals.
Rascals, I like that.
Well, we didn't have any problems where I was at Sigma Nu.
Snakes?
Snakes.
Really, there weren't any jerks that did anything crazy.
Sweet Kai. Did that weirdo who sent in a picture of me at least send a cute pic of me? If not, I can provide a cuter one.
Confirmed cute pic.
We would like a pic taken from when you presented yourself to the active brothers.
No, confirmed cute pic.
Might delete later.
He's a handsome man.
That's
why he's an engaged man now.
He is engaged.
He's got a good smile.
Wow, Doug. It's all developing. And he's 25, 26 and engaged to a lesbian.
26 and engaged to hetero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
But engaged to a hetero.
Were parents disappointed?
I don't know. I assume they're very excited.
Explaining college culture to the Renters Roundtable is good broadcasting. That's from Peggy's husband. Ole Miss had a frat get put on probation because they hazed a kid by waterboarding him with milk while he laid in his back. That's from IQ Challenge participant Lil Beercats.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt. If you get guys
Laid in his
drunk
back.
enough, they'll do stuff they should never have done. That's
If I lose to this guy.
I think he's got a fighting chance. Seems like a bright kid.
I think just being in school more recently would be a huge...
You think so? You think that's advantageous?
Well, some people are like really smart but bad test takers, you know?
They get tied outside of like a 3-footer, Doug.
I knew you
Sounds
would
like
say
an
that.
excuse
I knew you
to
would
me.
say that.
I'm really bright, but I can't take a test.
The style of questions on these exams would tend to lend itself better to somebody who's been in the education experience more recently.
How about that? There's the chairman right there.
Okay.
I just think in general, like tests like that are always going to be... You're going to be more advantageous if you've been taking tests for the last 15 years, you know?
Milty's frat brothers didn't stand a chance against me, my townie skank, and my dad's fire cocaine. It was Gape City at that frat house. That's from the recovering alcoholic. He had fire junk?
What is
I
that?
loved it. I rubbed it on myself.
And he had a townie skank?
He always talks about these townie and ice heads. It's a whole thing.
If you were a pike, you rent. It's a Mr. Licks.
Oh, just as a general rule of thumb. They haven't had anybody get to the point where they could be a homeowner. They were the ones with the fire trucks, right? In my days, every pike house had an old fire truck.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't really remember the pikes.
No, they were on Providence,
right
next to Sig-Up.
Mm-hmm. And they had a fire truck.
I didn't remember.
Apparently not anymore.
I guess not.
Guys, when I was at Sigma Nu, this jerk alumni would come back and make us strip naked and slap our butt cheeks. He was cute and worked in local news, so we listened to it anyway. Thanks. That's from Tug McGraw.
I did that all the time. Almost every Saturday I'd go up there. You know, when I was 50, 55 years old.
Right.
And they loved it.
You tell the family.
Some old guy
come in and you would
just start yelling, tossing my Sigma Nu numbers around like I could do anything because I had the lowest numbers. Watch out, here comes Suckboy Tony. That's what they'd say. How do you think they'd react if somebody did that?
There would be
Somebody
times where
30
guys
years
like,
older.
There'd be times like guys in their like late 20s would like just I'd be like at a tailgate and someone would just be screaming at this poor kid in their tie and you know white shirt.
Like they
I'd be
still have the right to do that.
I'd be like, "What are you doing? Like, get out of here! You're damn near 30.
Yeah.
Get lost." And he's like telling them to like get in the plank. I'm like, oh my god.
Are
Floor's
sorority and
disgusting.
frat houses are all on campus?
Some are not, but at Mizzou, almost all of them are.
Because I remember, I can't remember what street it is. When I go to, whenever I go to Jimmy Lips's house, he lives on Arundel in Clayton. And there was a street over that had like 3 sorority houses right next to each other. And I don't even know what campus that would be.
WashU? And what
That's
other,
kind of
what
that's
other
kind of
campus would it be?
No, that's kind of a way off the campus, isn't it?
They have sorority and fraternity houses on campus at WashU.
These are like mansions.
Now at least they have them there.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
One time, I was a young, promiscuous pledge at Phi Delt, and producer Pete kicked in my door and demanded to cook him some bratwurst and drive him to Hardee's for $1 spicy chicken sandwiches. That's from Doug Hill. Gangster Pete. He kicked in the door of Doug Hill's room. If you were a pike, you majored in sex crimes. That's Juan from PP Corps. What, pikes are taking a hit today?
Yeah.
I don't even know a pike.
I don't think I do either.
Well,
it's really not well enough.
They don't have a major that's sex crime.
Oh, Pete, I miss you, boy.
What a drop.
Has anyone even seen Pete since the day he left here?
You come on Pick 6.
Yeah.
But you haven't physically seen him, have you?
No.
I saw him at Target.
Did you? Mm-hmm. The one in Hampton?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What was in his cart?
I follow him on Instagram.
Upside down pineapple.
Snapbacks.
He did have that hat on in the Pete way.
Pete style.
Gangster Pete.
All right. If he just didn't weep so much.
It's fine to be a little emotional.
The blues hit him right in the feels.
It did. Let's see what we got here. Great story, Ken. Real knee slapper. Was hanging on every word. Wow, thanks for sharing.
Oh.
Ruin me, Vaughn.
Oh.
Hashtag free perk. Hashtag justice for Welly. Don't ask questions. Just embrace the hashtags. Congrats. You've been life coach. That's Brian Henson. Colts up to an 0-2 start. Did you see his column this morning on it?
I did.
Very
not.
critical.
I missed
Very critical.
And what story did I tell that you didn't like?
Brian Henson, call in 636-900-14.
I think it was a sorority houses on Arundel.
I was asking a question. It wasn't a story.
I know.
Why are you freeing Wellington? What does he need freeing from?
I don't
Bumble.
know. Oh, that's right. That's
right.
Yeah, that's 2 years old. Might have come up with some new material.
Oh, gosh.
I'm a pike. Tell Lick sorry about the bullying. That's from Peggy's husband, so we do have a pike in the audience.
Yeah. I thought they used to all have fire trucks. They did in my day, anyway.
There wasn't that level of props. When I was there.
Pure Performance, Doug, if you're looking to elevate your performance, Pure Performance is your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications, and they're known for their top quality work and outstanding customer service. Come visit the showroom and talk with the folks at Pure Performance in St. Charles. Ask for Shelby. The address is 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles, or you can visit pureperformance.com. That's P-U-R performance.com. Pure Performance. At Pure Performance, you don't ever have to worry about paying for parts or services you don't need. When it comes to repairs, you can count on them to recommend only what your vehicle actually requires. After over 40 years of outfitting the best-dressed vehicles in St. Louis and St. Charles, you can trust that your prized investment is in great hands at Pure Performance. The 25,000-square-foot facility houses the largest showroom in the area, where you can find anything and everything you might need to enhance your vehicle. It's Pure Performance, online at pureperformance.com. That's P-U-R performance.com. And then you should also think about it. WashU doesn't have sorority houses. They have fraternity houses on campus, except for ZBT, which is on Forsyth at Big Bend. That's from Shakira Sanders.
Okay.
Nice to get that update.
I knew they have fraternity houses. I didn't know about the sororities.
It's probably something our audience shouldn't worry about because the odds of anyone in our audience getting into WashU is slim to none.
WashU started enrolling like a lot more kids from Missouri and
Oh, townies?
Yeah, like
they had a townie program.
Probably still straight A students.
Oh yeah. You had to be super smart, but like before my age, like a couple years before, like they were just not accepting a lot of Missouri people, and then like from my class, like 10 people went to WashU.
Why would they not accept Missouri people?
I don't know what the deal was with that.
Discrimination?
Probably. I mean, it's a private school. They can do whatever they want.
Still discriminating.
Discriminating based on grades. Just like
you're saying they discriminated based on
I don't know what the
people
deal
were from.
was. It was just there weren't that many in-state kids going. Maybe it was a cause and effect thing.
Maybe they couldn't afford it.
It's like 70 plus a year now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Pricey.
Ridiculous.
Well, just peel that
Calculate
off.
the ROI.
Yeah.
Times 4. You're getting. I'm sure you're spending more than $300,000 to get one kid through there.
Yeah. If you're paying full rate.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like, if you're like a doctor through WashU, you have like a discounted rate for your kids to go to WashU.
Oh, yeah.
I'd still be in the hole.
Yeah, a lot of people would be.
I don't think I've made $280,000 in my career.
Oh, come on.
One would think you would get a higher paying job if you had a WashU degree, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would think so.
If you went to WashU for 4 years and then got into local radio, I would have some questions.
Became an intern at KSP.
Yeah, that seems like you didn't use your undergrad correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, they come from all over the country to go there.
Over the world.
Yeah.
Like the Missouri Journalism School.
I know, how sad is that? Misguided is what it is.
The last time I interviewed Joan Rivers, she said that she was paying for... She had a lady that she knew from St. Louis that she'd known for many years, and they had fallen on hard times as far as college, and she paid for her daughter to go to WashU for 4 years.
Nice.
That was very nice of her.
Yeah.
There are a lot of kids from the Northeast who go to WashU, rich kids who couldn't get into the Ivies. That's from Shakira Sanders. Doug, you like that, the Ivies?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's probably true.
My mom was from the Northeast and went to WashU.
Uh-oh. Did that hit close to home?
I don't think she applied to any Ivy League schools.
No. Any WashU employees can send kids to WashU for a fraction of tuition if the kid can get in. That's from Shakira. Shakira Sanders is our correspondent.
Backing me up. That's what,
So why didn't you go there?
Yeah.
My mom didn't work at WashU.
Were you a straight A student?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
No.
I'm not sure you could have
I'm
hacked
surprised
it.
Hadley didn't keep you on the outside looking in over at KFNS once you heard that.
Listen here, big boy. I'm going to hand you the keys to this operation.
Pete,
is he ready?
After I played 2 years of baseball at Merrimack, the WashU coach called me and said, we'd like to have you here to play baseball. And I was somewhat interested. So I went and he said, here's the kind of courses we can offer you. I said, got to be effing kidding me. There's not the first chance that I could get through this.
They didn't have, like, journalism classes?
They just kind of on the fringe. Nobody majored in journalism.
You can get associates in it?
Right.
Yeah.
I said, there's just not a chance that I could get through that.
Yeah.
Oh, so that put the kibosh on that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be a doctor, I'm sure.
Sure.
Corporate
Lawyer.
attorney somewhere.
Yeah.
If I could have just had the tiniest bit of dedication to actually do the work. I look back on college and just can't believe how little I tried.
Yeah.
How little effort I put into the academic part of it. I just can't believe it.
There's so much fun to be had.
Yeah. Yeah.
And look, it worked out anyway.
Right.
You've got exposure.
Hasn't really worked out that well.
I guarantee you, your peers are going, man, we wish we were on HD2.
No, almost none of them. Probably zero of them. Probably none of them. No.
But they're probably jealous internally of the exposure.
No.
I bet they want to get hit on by guys 40 years their junior.
There were entire finals weeks where I didn't study one time for one test. What was I doing?
You were just a wizard.
I know. It's not like I was getting A's in these courses.
Well, you were taking journalism, that's why.
That had something to do with it. Yeah.
Mr. Licks has sent in his Wall Street Journal 2025 Best Colleges in the U.S. link, and he says WashU finished 32nd. Guess where Mizzou ranked? LOL. That's from Mr. Licks and Doug. It seems like he's coming after alma mater.
So he thinks that's a dunking on it, but people don't go to Mizzou so that they can, you go because it's it's state college and it's a lot of fun. If you're going to truly enrich the mind, you probably are looking for something. That's probably the case with most state schools.
You could enrich the mind anywhere.
Yes.
It just depends on how much you apply yourself.
100%.
Do we know where he went?
Ole Miss.
So he doesn't have a whole lot of ground to stand on.
Land Shark.
He's going to threaten litigation.
Does he have
That's
the Mizzou
fine.
rating there?
Fine. He'll have to say his real name for there to be any litigation. Sorry, any judge sees Mr. Licks. Whoop, throw that out. Mr. Licks.
Let's see. I went through Mizzou in 4 years and basically never did any academics outside the classroom. That's from Mr. Fong. He owns a dildo shop.
Yeah. I was pretty close to that.
Mr. Licks just said eye-opening. Oh, here it is. It's Missouri. University of Missouri is ranked
200?
200th.
Nice. Take it.
Based on what, though? What criteria?
I don't know. The Wall Street Journal, he just sent in a screenshot.
The ranking was developed and executed in collaboration with our research partners College Pulse and Statista. You can see the full methodology below.
Doug, check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, look below.
Well, it is. I think the state schools have the responsibility to allow more people in. We're better off if more people are educated. Just because you're not a straight A student,
Couldn't agree more. Yeah.
you still need to go somewhere.
An educated
Do the best you
population
can.
is better for
Yeah.
society.
Yeah, and you would expect them to be far more lenient with who they allow in than some private institution like WashU or an Ivy League school.
Brian Henshin writes about the Colts. Sounds like he has some breaking news. Didn't Licks have to appeal his way to get into Ole Miss? Thanks. Any hoodles. Waiting on the final score from Sunday's Colts game to trundle across my desk, but hearing it did not go well up Green Bay way. Hashtag free perk, hashtag justice for Welly. That's Brian Henshin. So he covers the Colts. He does not have the final score yet, but when he gets it, he is going to write about it.
You'll pass it along to us when updates become available. What can Welly do to get back on Bumble? That should be our focus. A fake profile, maybe? A different name?
It would probably just be as simple as creating a new account with a different email address.
I think so. Maybe a different picture. Love to see him back on there to hear his tales from the road.
I think Hinge is where it's at.
Michael Bellington, you could just go as.
Are you on Hinge?
I am.
How's that working out?
Poorly.
What's the problem, Chairman?
The dating pool in this city is just somebody pissed in it or something.
Oh, no.
Don't say that about the gals.
What like go more specific on this? Because you're hovering around the 40 age range, and
Correct.
so therefore it's probably. I mean, when you're setting up, are you looking for women in their 20s?
I mean, not actively. If one were to stumble in, we.
Well, I mean, I thought you could like set up age
You
ranges,
can.
and okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but I'm kind of looking for a non-breeder, and
Doug, a non-breeder.
What in the world is that?
Like a lesbian?
No, someone without children.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
So you have to find somebody who's either never been married.
I don't care if you've been married.
Or been married but doesn't have any children.
Yeah.
Which is really kind of the modus operandi of my compadres who are looking for a lass.
Yeah.
And you know, being in your mid-40s, then you're sitting there going, that's going to be tough to find unless you start picking off 20-somethings.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so then you take all that criteria, and that's just a starting point. And then you have to try to pick women based upon that.
But if you found the perfect girl and she just happened to have a child or two, I think you'd be wrongly limiting your options.
Well,
You
some
might-
people, some things.
Okay.
Doug, some people, some things.
You might be extremely happy.
But you don't want to raise children in general, right?
Correct.
And much less some that aren't your own.
Correct.
But if you had your dream girl there with you?
I don't think she'd be my dream girl if she had children.
I'm following this chairman's logic.
I want to be a zaddy, not a stepdaddy.
Clip that off.
You do have some good stepdad material. Like, you know, you can make a good stepdad, Chairman. I mean,
What?
obviously, it's your personal preference if you're not into it. God bless America.
What makes you say that?
The calves.
Oh.
Like, good for carrying children.
That's
you
what
know?
kids care about
He's got
is
a
their
good,
stepdad's calves.
I agree with you on that.
He's got a good wide base.
Yeah.
You're a gentle soul.
That's true.
Hey guys, amazing that the guy wearing women's jewelry is having a hard time on the dating apps. That's from Big Tuft. He
Gosh.
thinks your pearl necklace is holding you back.
Suck on one tuft.
Oh, gosh. Stop with the harsh language.
Don't listen to him. Kurt.
I love my pearl necklace.
If Jock Peterson can wear it, then so can Chairman Kurt.
All right.
Fine, KG, I'm in. I have no kids, and I'll agree to be your concubine. I hope you like slurping butt sludge and paying for my nipple piercings. That's John Lithgow's Harry Henderson.
Concubine. That's a funny word.
I just think you're limiting yourself. Some of the best, brightest, most beautiful women out there could have got married a little too young, had a couple children, realized she'd made a mistake, got too young, got divorced.
Well,
and now the perfect person could be out there waiting for you.
Yeah, but this isn't like a hair color preference or an eye color preference.
This is what?
Human lives
Oh.
that I have no interest in.
Okay, gosh. All right. Well, if you don't like to be around kids, I guess that would be a problem.
I just got a little curious and set my location to a couple different metropolitan areas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's startling how different it is.
Much better?
Yeah.
What are these other metropolitan areas?
Yeah, what's going on?
I tried Austin.
And that's better than?
Yeah.
Well, it'd be a much younger city, probably.
Well, and even like I find women in the age range that I'm looking for that haven't bred yet.
Frank in Jersey City. What's up, Frank?
Why would you do that? Would you move to Austin if you found somebody?
It was more just for research purposes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
I'm surprised a hot 35-year-old without children isn't in the market for an AM radio producer. It must be the area. That's from Peggy's husband.
Gosh.
Boy, some people are taking your comments personally,
Really,
Chairman.
They really are.
I'm an independent contractor.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, his employer is Sound Story, Doug.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine it might be difficult to find a beautiful, intelligent, wonderful woman in her mid to late 30s, and nowhere along the line someone hasn't latched onto her and tried to marry her. It's probably not that easy to find in a town like this.
Yeah, it's not.
And you'd have to think, too, if she's 42 years old and doesn't have any kids and never been married, what's wrong with her?
She could probably think the same thing about me.
Right.
Yeah, but you've been married before.
Yep.
Some people just don't want to get married, and then they have a change of heart later in life.
Biggie's never wanted to get married.
No, I wouldn't say that. I want to get married once, probably.
Laura Patterson.
Yeah, that's it.
But she said no. You didn't ask her.
I didn't ask her. Broke off before it got to that.
Okay.
Well, first of all, you don't have a mom because you're not married, so your kids don't have that mom that you're dating.
And that complicates everything.
Right.
No, I mean, if you think
There's
about
a wrench in it.
I don't know if it's sad or just the way I was in my 20s, 30s, 40s, but I've only told one girl in my life I love her, and that was Laura Patterson.
Better than telling too many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I didn't just throw that out there to get laid. I love you.
Chin up, KG. You're a good guy with drive and self-awareness. You'll be fine, assuming you do ditch that strand of Barbara Bush pearls. That's from Arbor Day, who won Texture of the Year last year, Milagro Tequila.
I think I'm gonna double pearl necklace this.
Oh.
Get another one.
Wait, his employer's Sound Story? Is he working TMA for free? I wouldn't be on time then either. It's from Harrison's Brother Master. I'll be happy to answer the question that wasn't a question. Employed by Sound Story. What'd you say? 4 months, Chairman? 5 months?
June 4th was my first
There you
day.
go. And then 1099, independent contractor with Hubbard Radio. Unless there is a Sound Story, Chairman is here. I don't know. I know Tommy had to cut your hours a few weeks ago. But either way, that's the arrangement. I'll take any other employment questions regarding Sound Story.
People are always concerned about that.
No problem. Is that an accurate representation? I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
No, spot on.
Okay, there you go, Doug.
We have
You
a
have
lot
any
of
questions?
listeners who would like to be in HR and watch our timesheets and
got their nose firmly up our ass.
Stick to your guns, Chairman. I never wanted kids, never had them, and don't regret it. Don't let them shame you. They're jealous of your freedom. That's Sharon in Clayton.
Thank you, Sharon.
What that?
And I value my free time so much, and I don't feel like I could give fatherhood or stepfatherhood what it needs to be given.
I just have to say this. I tip my cap because I think whether it's not limited to men or women or husbands or wives. I think so often people just kind of go along to get along, and then they find themselves in a spot that they're going, holy crap, this isn't just like, oh, where are we going to go to dinner? This is a life-altering decision for the remainder of your days. And it takes balls, especially in a provincial city, to go against the grain. So tip of the cap as far as whatever choice it is. It's your life, man. So
some people like things and some people don't
and I
like
kind of think it kind of goes back to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't Joe have a thing for a woman couldn't have had children?
Yes, couldn't have slept with an athlete, and then he could pick out if they had an odor. Those were his
Just
three
on
things.
TV. And then he didn't
Right.
he didn't like green food. Was that right?
Yeah, that's right.
And tree nuts.
Yeah, you're right about that too.
I like to play a game on Hinge where I just kind of peek at like the first picture and I see where the gal is located, and then I guess whether or not they have kids, and I'm pretty accurate.
Where are they most likely to have kids?
St. Charles.
Oh boy, Jackson, you've got somebody else in the crosshairs with you.
Sullivan.
I don't have my distance set that far.
They don't have kids.
Store of the Year candidate from Jefferson County.
They don't have kids everywhere.
What?
Where are they most likely? Where are they most likely to not have children?
Like I saw one last night. Her location was somewhere in the city of St. Louis. She had her political beliefs listed as liberal, and I guessed no kids, and I was right.
Oh.
But then the next one was St. Charles, 38. I think it said conservative, not that has anything to do with it, but I said, oh yeah, she's got kids, and she sure did.
Oh. Okay.
You're telling me a beautiful woman isn't interested in someone who plays dress up and does TikToks of this dumbass show that broadcasts in a closet next to a toilet? I refuse to believe it, Doug. That's Ray King, who's happily married himself to a guy with a beard.
It actually did work once.
You met a girl because of your TikToks?
Yeah.
Wow. How'd that date go?
Pretty well.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Did you impale?
I don't know if I'd use that verb, but...
You closed.
Yeah.
What happened to her? Where is she now?
Oh, just 2 ships in the night, Doug.
Oh, gosh.
No.
Okay. Well...
It's okay to just, have a casual relationship.
Sure it is, yeah.
How about this from Arbor Day? KG's a great part of the show, and we'll find a gal when it's time. You're a good man, fella. That's from Arbor Day. That's not his brand.
No, thank you, Arbor Day.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
So how many of these apps are you on now to try to make this happen?
Probably the big 3, if I had to guess.
I got 2 of them, but I'm only really active on Hinge. Hinge and Bumble are my go-to. Tinder, get out of here.
Farmersonly.com, yes? No?
J-Date.
J-Date. So, Jackson, do you have a problem with that? Infiltrating?
Thin pool.
J-Date in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's an oxymoron.
I have some compadres who are, I guess, if you want to call them single, I would better probably describe as divorced, in their 40s. I suppose some in their 30s, I guess maybe some in their 50s. And they tell, I guess I would describe it as horror stories, but it's really like the first few months, it's great. All of a sudden, you're banging in Little Rock like it's nobody's business. And then you realize that there are about 100 people who all just sleep with each other. It's essentially an orgy,
Oh, is that right?
but it's not in group settings.
And if one of them catches something, everyone's got it.
It's like Studio 54 in Chesterfield.
Johnny Drama in Entourage described L.A. as a city that operates from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. You catch and release. That's how he described Los Angeles. And I feel like that's kind of similar to that situation.
How about this? I'd go out with KG. I don't have kids. Doug.
Is that from Lithgow? Scary Henderson?
Guy?
What's his name?
Just a 314.
It's not the recovering alcoholic from Belleville.
It's unnamed.
We'll find out who that is real quick.
Oh, is that right? Do you know her?
I'll let you know.
Oh, wow. What's doing?
Okay.
Wow. Tinder is just hookup and toxic relationship central for kids my age. It's not really a dating app anymore. It's from Little Beer Cats.
Yeah, and the last time I was on it was like infiltrated with bots and fakes, which all of them have.
Everything.
But like that was like really bad. At that point, it was like.
And that's for the youngs?
I think like the dating apps, you're going to have more people. Like it's going to be a richer pool of people the younger you are. Like like when you're 22, it's probably going to have the most amount of people and then go down descending in age.
More people single.
Sure.
I enjoy when Prod Joe would tell Stedman to button me. Big gulp sub. All right, well, see you later. That's from Mitch. I like a little hardcore. You do like it dirty.
Come on, that's a bad text.
I like a little hardcore.
You do, like a dirty.
What in the world? Who are those people?
Who are those people?
I have no idea. It says unknown women. There's a trend going on TikTok and Instagram Reels where when there's some podcast clip posted, very similar to I like a hardcore, like a dirty, and the comments will just be flooded with podcast equipment should cost $100 million.
Boy, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
God almighty, I couldn't agree more.
You see that guy who got in all the trouble bad-mouthing police officers the other day? One of the Frisellas, the guy who owns First Form and Supplement Superstores, he did a podcast, and he started railing on police officers, especially female police officers. And now they're all boycotting him and his stores and his products. And
My, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Right, well, it's just like sometimes, and especially... You do so many podcasts, you end up saying, and then long form too, like when you do a podcast, it's usually not a 5-minute hit like it is on a radio show.
Then you're giving takes.
Sometimes the takes can start flying. Or you're on a press tour for something and you're doing 80 interviews in 2 weeks.
And if you say something offensive, it only takes one person to hear it and spread it around. Now the world knows about it.
Yeah, well, the internet's written in pen.
So you like that? The internet's written in pen.
Why would you say that?
What you say will be said forever.
Oh. Maybe the internet's written in permanent marker.
Okay.
I like that better than pen, if that's
fine.
okay.
Yeah, no. You like a fountain pen? You ever been given a gift, like a really nice pen, and you're like, what am I supposed to do with this?
We actually learned how to write with fountain pens when I was in grade school.
Really?
With an inkwell there.
Inkwell?
You had a little inkwell and a fountain pen. You had to draw all the ink.
Draft a declaration, like you're Martin Luther.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith on the dating apps. He's 1,000% right. Not a great pool of women for sure. Hey, I'm no pinup model, but come on. I got off Bumble, Tinder, and Hinge. I'll look for strange in the wild. That's from Mr. Smith.
People don't go looking in the bar as much anymore.
Yeah, what's going on there,
There must be some
Chairman?
of that.
Yeah, I mean, people get. I mean, anytime there's going to be an establishment where alcohol is served and there's music on, there's going to be people who are hooking up. I never found success at a bar.
Yeah, and that's just not my scene at this point.
Yeah. It's probably much better online. I mean, you can check out hundreds of different people without having to go somewhere and having 5 beers and going through that old rigmarole.
Right.
Facing in-person rejection.
Yeah. That's always tough.
Yeah.
I opened up my college career with some in-person rejection.
Oh, at bars?
Oh, really? Where'd you get shut down? Viper Room?
First bar I went to at Florida Gulf Coast in Fort Myers. Which,
What'd you do? What was your move?
I asked a woman to dance,
And
like
she said,
gentleman
not a
I
chance.
Am, and she said no.
Just like that?
I think she might have been a lesbian because she was with another girl.
It had to be to turn you down.
Well, no, I don't say that as like the D-gen guy who got turned down. He's like, she must be a lesbian.
You were an incel.
But she was literally, I didn't realize she was holding hands with a woman next to her.
Oh, bad time to ask.
Yeah. But that's how I started off my college career.
And then you thought, I'll never ask another girl to dance the rest of my life.
I think I Ubered home after that.
You went right home?
Well, at Florida Gulf Coast is like a year older than me. Like it started in 1997. So there's no real campus culture there. Like you have to go to the bars like in the little strip mall across the street.
Really?
Yeah, not a great best time. And so like I didn't have a fake ID or anything. So like I was stone cold sober. And I quickly realized this is not fun. I'm going to go home.
No.
Wow, we're playing the dating game here. Where would he take me on our first date? That's from the 314. Chairman, that lady's back.
Putt Shack.
Ooh.
It's a good play.
Putt Shack.
Nice.
Good play.
That's been my move lately.
Why doesn't she call in and we can make this connection?
Yeah, call in, big fake woman.
KG, go to church. You'll be pleasantly surprised. So the 636.
I'd rather stay single.
If you're looking for an 80-year-old woman.
Chairman said he'd rather stay single.
Yeah.
290 friends have gathered on the YouTube chat, including Joey Bubbles, who's active and says he met his wife on Bumble.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who've met their significant others through dating apps.
And Bumble's where the woman makes the first
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, real Sadie Hawkins.
That's why I like Hinge. I get to fire off the bullet.
Yeah, you can send.
What's your conversion rate on like positive responses? Not necessarily going out and meeting and manual, but
Just getting the foot in the door?
Yeah.
8%.
8.
Yeah. I ain't got it like that.
I ain't got it like that.
And why do you think 92% say I'm not going to respond or whatever happens?
They can smell the Jeffco on me.
There is something too, like a girl just like goes on like a swiping spree when they've had a couple, nips of the cooking sherry, and then the next morning they forgot they did it, and they never check again because they just did it. But that's just like one example. Like people just sometimes don't respond, or they say hey. Like if someone sends you hey, like all right, I'm not doing it. Like what are you supposed to do there?
Kurt, on your profile picture, do you show off your pearl necklace?
I'll tell you right now.
I bet there's a dog in one of those pictures.
Absolutely.
That's a strategy, isn't
Dog
it?
helps?
It's a non-starter for me.
No pearls in the profile.
Huh.
Do guys use pictures of themselves with kids, or they keep the kids off the...
I don't see the guys, so I don't know, but
It's a miss.
Yeah, I mean, you've reduced your probability by 50%.
Open yourself up. Don't be so closed-minded.
I'm not sure.
If KG wants a woman, go to the pair schnooks and hunker down near the fat-free dairy section.
Oh.
Like, that's the spot?
Fat-free dairy section?
Yeah.
It's
Go to
just
the
one
wa-
starlet after the next walks by.
Outside Biggie's getting takeout.
Oh,
Chairman
yeah,
Steve.
Yeah, that's the scene.
Yeah, that could be hot.
Steak sandwich gets everyone going.
Iggy, you've been single for a long time. Where would you suggest Kurt go to find a significant other?
Well, he asking me. I can't
Because
find
you've
any.
been... thought maybe you had some go-to spots.
Iggy, maybe me and you can go hit the town and try to find a couple of fillies.
I was having a little fun here. I'm filling out a Hinge thing while we're talking.
Nice.
How are you?
See what's doing.
I've never been on that one before, so I do this one just to see. I won't go out, but just to see what I...
What does it cost?
$0.
Yep.
$0?
Yeah.
There's a paid version, but you can get in the door for free.
So how do they make any money?
Advertisement.
Oh, is that right? Really?
So like you're swiping, and
Yeah.
then like in the middle of a swipe, it'll just pop up with like, Six Flags ad or something.
And you can do a paid version that'll give you unlimited likes. You can see who's liked you. Little perks that the desperates are willing to pay for.
The desperates.
The desperates is what they're called.
Yeah, I had a buddy who got hammered on New Year's Eve once and paid for Tinder Gold and got nothing out of it.
I ain't even gonna cap. I paid for a month of it.
Yeah.
Did you notice any positive ROI?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
How about that, Doug?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you've had a few dates from this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But just none that really stood out as something that could be a long-term thing.
There was one.
Well, what happened to her?
Oh, Doug.
Oh, gosh.
Clip it off.
Just didn't work out.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
You think the birthday hole tends to be more open?
Wouldn't that be later in life, you think?
Yeah, I kind of do. I actually do.
I think like you just literally open up.
I had a compadre of mine, conservative lass, at least I thought. I mean, hey, I guess she can politically be, but I mean, like, sexually conservative would be my impression if you were to ask me. And he said, yeah, my buddy's going out with her. And I go, oh, God bless, whatever. I mean, I'm not really locked into this whole thing. And he goes, yeah, she drives him up the wall, but she always shows up wearing a butt plug.
Oh!
And then he kind of does the juice squeeze analytic, and he puts up with the nonsense because,
Well, you
sporting.
can't tell until you get there, can you?
It can protrude.
It does?
It could.
It could, theoretically.
Thought that was something you get in your anal region.
Oh!
Jimmy Ball game.
Yeah, well, the Pirates game was slow last night.
I just added a picture of me and Greg Lansky. See what that does.
You just posted on Hinge?
Your Hinge account's open? Here we go.
I'm just finishing up, and I'm putting pictures, and I put one of me and Greg Lansky with Tushy Booth in the back.
Are you wearing that AJGA hat?
Yeah.
What's your big main profile picture? The one with you in a Speedo?
Oh, I don't think I have that one on my phone anymore.
Oh, no.
How about this from War Gerbil? Hinge tip, it seems like you have to swipe on some bigger girls before the better-looking ones come up. Doug, what is this, like Lane Bryant acquired it?
I don't know.
I think that might be a location issue. Just being honest.
Chairman, is that accurate?
I don't know how the algorithm works for you, but there is some sifting that needs to be done.
Sifting?
I would just think you'd be in the perfect age range, where some have gone through an unsuccessful first marriage and now they're back on the market, right in your wheelhouse.
That's fine. They can have been married, but if they
Just to have kids.
Yeah. And in St. Louis, I think you're more likely to find that they did that. And at this point, their kids are probably like 18 years old.
Well, it's probably not just St. Louis. I think most towns, people from first marriage had a child or two.
I wouldn't say it's uncommon.
No, it's not uncommon at all. Hence almost 8 billion people on Earth.
That's right.
Well, I hope something works out for you and Iggy both. Iggy, what kind of restrictions do you have?
You're going to set your age at. Not your personal age. Be honest about that, but what are you going to set your age preference for the women at? I'd say just cut the whole swath. 24 to 70.
That'll open it up.
No, because then I'll get a bunch of 24s that aren't interested.
You don't know
You
that.
think?
You don't know that.
No, I do it from the last one. I didn't know I had it set to that. I'm getting, God, why are they showing me all these 20-year-old girls?
Yeah. So what's your age range?
I'll go 40 to 70.
There you
It's a
go.
good plan.
Okay.
There you go. Here
But
we
it's not-
go.
it's not
Here we
letting
go.
It's not letting me finish, though.
71 is out of the picture?
Flip that off, KG.
I put the things up there, and it says, you sure you want to skip? I'm not skipping anything.
Don't skip.
I'm putting up what you told me to put up.
Yeah.
Not to mention her hot body that looks hot in a bikini.
If you are creating a Hinge app and you're going to get back out there, why don't you check out Mantality today at lowtusa.com. Go to lowtusa.com. Mantality is a local healthcare facility specifically dedicated to helping men feel and perform
at their very best. The normal range for testosterone is large. If you've been to a doctor and they told you that you were normal without understanding the range or testing your free testosterone, it was not fully looked at, come get checked with Mantality online at lowtusa.com. I went out there. I got tested. Very easy. In and out in about 15, 20 minutes. Friendly staff. And now I have the answers I was looking for from Mantality. lowtusa.com. That's Mantality at lowtusa.com. Doug Larry Nickel is creating a Hinge account as we speak, and he is with us on the Kyer and Thompson phone lines. Larry, good morning.
Good morning, guys. What's up?
Hello, Nixie. How are you doing?
How you doing, Doug?
I'm fine, thanks. You?
I'm doing great.
All right. Well, how about this wrestling recap? What happened on last night's presentation that we should know about?
Well, last night's presentation has been, always will be centered around the feud between the Judgment Day and Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Nice showdown.
Because here's the premise of this new feud. At SummerSlam, Dominic Mysterio royally screwed Rhea Ripley out winning the women's world title at SummerSlam, and now he's on screen with Liv Morgan. And then when Damian Priest was defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Gunther, Finn Balor really screwed him on the title. And now that's why Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are out of the Judgment Day. And that's why Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are pissed off about being kicked out. And that's why they're going to try to dismantle the new Judgment Day.
Okay.
And then the two matches that involve the Judgment Day and Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are Dominic Mysterio went up against Damian Priest. And, of course, Damian Priest won. And, of course, in true Judgment Day antics, after the match, the rest of the Judgment Day jumped Damian Priest. And I said after the match, Doug, not during the match.
Okay, sorry. He jumped him like he was walking, and he came up from behind and jumped on him.
No, they jumped him in the ring after the match was over.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then Rhea Ripley came in and tried to make the save. And then Liv Morgan attacked her. And then Jey Uso was trying to come in and help. And his opponent next week, Braun Breaker, the Intercontinental Champion, stopped him from making a save.
Did he?
Rickenau, that was one of Plowhawk's buddies. Remember that?
Yes,
Rickenau?
I do. I think I met him once.
Yeah, now he's in WWE.
Okay.
And then the other match involving the Judgment Day was for the World Tag Team titles. Finn Balor and JD McDonough defended the titles against Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day. And, of course, the Judgment Day won and retained the titles.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And now there is friction between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods.
Okay.
It's a fun matchup.
Any championship belts change hands?
I just said the Judgment Day retained the titles, Doug.
Yeah, so that was the only title match.
You not paying attention?
Okay, knock it off. That was the only title match of the night, apparently.
Classic rock.
Okay, sorry. I missed it.
You're watching the card.
You've been there for the last, 4 decades?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much so.
Larry, do you have the top 5 countries in the world available?
Yes, I do, Tim. Thanks for asking.
Problem.
Number 5 will be Argentina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
World Cup champs.
Number 4 will be England.
Yeah.
Number 3, Brazil. Number 2, Canada. Number 1, United States of America.
Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Larry, God bless you, and God bless these United States of America.
God bless America.
There he is. That's Larry Nickel with us here on TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Krupin. It is our Fisher Window and Door Store 8 o'clock hour, and we'll have the 5P and Hustle and Heart Sports Performance 9 o'clock hour coming up, which will include the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after, at InsideSTL.com. If you want TMA merch, TMASTLshop.com, those hoodies and those hats. Chairman, how is the security footage that you subpoenaed? Jackson's got the TMA hat up on YouTube, for those at youtube.com/TMASTL. It's a sharp look. It is a sharp look.
Good look.
I spoke with the person with access to the footage, and we're working on it.
How long does it take? I mean, you say you got the footage. Yeah, let me see it.
There's, it's just a lot of red tape to get through, and
A lot of footage.
Bureaucracy.
Footage to feed through the film
how this
camera.
kind of thing goes.
What percentage would you put it at that you're going to get to review the film to see who exited our studio with the hat?
0.
Okay, Doug, that doesn't
sound promising.
What percentage would you put it at that there will be an IQ test?
I think we'll have one. I don't know how many participants we'll have. It may just be Iggy and Little Beer Cats, but...
Okay.
Wow, Warson with Wacko's daughter's out?
Potentially.
Oh, my God, Doug.
What's the percentage that you've seen the tape, you know who it was, but you won't release the information?
Sorry, you're breaking up. What?
It was just it was the
So you've actually seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. I was told that there's no camera that points down that hallway.
So there's no red tape. There's no camera.
So they told Abe Zapruder, too.
Yeah, Abe Zapruder, Doug.
They didn't tell him anything. He presented the film.
Well, we need our version of Mr. Zapruder.
So, yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be able to find anything on tape, but we're going to start asking some questions.
I'm sorry, but this is painful. That's from Ted Gann in the YouTube chat.
Ted Gann? Who's Ted
What's
Gann?
painful? The whole show has been painful.
Ted
the whole
Gann
show
Jr.
is always painful.
Remember Ted Gann Jr., Doug?
Yeah, you have to be a little more specific.
Ted Gann, call in 636-900-4TMA, and we'll move you to the front of the line on the Kyer and Thompson phone lines, 636-900-4TMA. Ted Gann will join us.
So the hat caper, you may have gotten away with this one, but karma will get you.
Oh, the thief?
Yeah.
No.
Was there not another hat that could replace this one?
We've been over this.
I'm sorry to bug you.
No, but if a hat's not safe in here, what is?
Amen, Doug. Think about that.
Are we?
Think about
I
that.
don't know. Swipe us.
And we've got an Aussie can here, the backflip cocktail. We got the Dotem trophy over there.
Right.
Ted Gann said Larry Sanders.
Larry Sanders. I like that show.
But Doug, first it's a hat. What's next? You leave your cell phone sitting there?
Right. It's gone.
Right.
Well,
there's an autographed baseball by me in here.
Gone.
A used butt plug, gone.
Think about that.
some of this stuff, we'd be better off if we cleared out some of this clutter.
Whoa.
Yep.
My area especially.
Is my golf club still over there?
My area is the worst.
I moved it to
It's back here.
the booth because it's a major hindrance on moving around in here, to be honest with you.
Really?
It falls over all the time. Like, why is it? I generally ask, why is there a golf club just loose in our
Why
studio?
is there a lot of things in here?
Yeah,
I just
that's
brought
a
it in
fun
one day and forgot about it.
You want it back?
Yeah, I'll take it home.
Okay. Maybe a picture of the golf club and you in the studio would make for a nice profile picture on your new Hinge account.
Oh, Bill.
I've already put all my pictures on Hinge.
So the
Can't
account
add
is
another one?
live? The account is live?
Yeah.
Nice. Sick.
I sent a rose to somebody.
You know, any nibbles yet?
Kissed by a rose.
I just did it like 2 seconds ago.
Okay.
I can't send a rose until next Sunday.
Yeah, they give you one a week.
Yep. God.
And what's a rose mean?
It's like a super like.
Oh, you found someone that
The first girl I saw.
interests you. Oh,
Just a tryout to see what happens.
Yeah.
She wasn't that attractive.
Boy, they're starting to come after you, Chairman.
About
Tough to
what?
show up at 7:45 a.m. for a 7 a.m. shift and get snarky. It's from Flip Wilson.
No, it's not.
we embrace the snark.
Send your snark in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. That Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Come your way in about, I'd say 45 minutes. Jackson and I go down a hallway, get our asses ripped for an hour on Balloon Party from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., and there's kind of your captain's log. Maybe we'll have QFTA today. I don't know.
No, I don't need
Sound story at noon.
Oh, really? Okay.
We
We won't then. We can go in the other studio.
Satellite studio.
Satellite studio. T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. I mean, anything and everything is welcome. Prefer an erotic story. Haven't gotten one in months.
Yeah, it's been like a couple months.
Are our listeners not having sex?
If they are, they're not telling us about it, and that's BS.
They're incels.
You should have to journal all of your sexual escapades.
You should.
Domestic or otherwise.
And present them to a radio station?
Right. Like, even if it's just like Missionary Wednesday with your wife.
Oh,
Just give us a breakdown.
Yeah.
It's fine. Paragraph will do.
Even just a blurb.
It's not a bad idea. God, I wish I'd have done that.
What?
Just written in a journal every time I had sex.
Oh, God. And we would have had to read it then?
There wasn't enough paper for all that.
Yeah, it'd probably been 4 or 5 journals.
Big text.
But then I could prove that I'm not lying, and I can just say, read my journals.
Well, just writing it down is not proof.
I was going to say I could journal whatever I wanted.
Would you have latex gloves to handle the book?
What's the purpose of writing them in a journal if you're lying?
It's a great question.
You got to cover your tracks.
Caller Buzz is trying to get my synapses firing, saying Sydney Sweeney and Ana de Armas are going to be in a lesbian scene together, Doug.
They're in a movie together where there's going to be what is Ana de Armas is describing as a threesome relationship.
So they're really going to trap it?
I think it's an MMF situation.
Oh. Wow, that's a bait and swing.
MFF. I meant the less popular.
Oh, well, that really substantially.
No, I know. But it's Ana de Armas, Sydney Sweeney, and I don't know the gentleman.
That doesn't matter, Unless it goes to John Belushi, for all I care. It doesn't matter, right? If they're together.
What if it's like Brendan Fraser from Whale?
Fine, doesn't matter.
He let himself go, didn't he?
Or a fat suit.
So they're going to be tribbing? Boy, this is the best news ever. God, that might be like the best news ever. Now,
unless they're naked, it's no biggie. It's not going to matter. Who wants to watch girls trib in their underwear?
Can you do that,
Tim?
Yeah, I think I would.
The film is directed by Ron Howard, so I wouldn't expect
no nudity. God, probably not.
Thanks,
even
Caller
tribbing.
Buzz. You got me soft cow all worked up.
Oh, it might be, but it might be Jude Law. It might be the. What
the hell's that matter?
That's a handsome man.
Okay,
Doug, what's going on?
You ever see him in Talented Mr. Ripley?
No.
Va-va-va-voom.
Okay.
Ron Howard directing a lesbian scene. I kiss her on the cheek and then run away.
Yeah, I do have to agree with you there, Rig.
Tell Buzz to quit avoiding the wife off. That's from Todd Reesing.
I just played at Toronto a week ago.
So this is already done?
Mm-hmm. He's got 2 movies this year.
Boy, that is tough. You hear that news, you assume it's just Buzz just trying to get me going. Seconds later, I'm told by our goodorbad.com proprietor that it's actually true, and then I find out that it's...
You're a victim, Tim.
I thank you.
I'd have to assume this is more of a love triangle than it is a threesome relationship. Much like Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell, like possibly having an affair during their press run for Anyone But You. This seems like some conjured up BS.
Yeah, it does to me, too.
If you want to watch a good Sydney Sweeney movie, go watch Voyeur.
That movie was...
It's a terrible movie,
sucked.
but she gets really good naked.
Comes that off. Wow, she gets really good naked.
It's a good naked, not a crappy naked where you see a side boob.
Gosh.
Jackson just said that
There's a slight shudder when I hear good naked.
There's good naked and bad naked.
Bad naked would be like a woman opening up pickles butt naked. That's a Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld episode. No, I mean, where, a side boob and that's it. Or a steamy shower. And
Seems like it almost makes you angry.
Yeah, we got some side peen action when Ben Affleck was naked.
Jackson, you're having a very...
In the shower in Gone Girl. You got some side peen.
Doug?
Now you're smacking your hand on the ground. You're so frustrated by it.
I'm not frustrated. I just heard that was like that when you're talking about bad nudity, like sidle nudity isn't necessarily.
Sidle. That's not even a word.
What? Sidling in is like walking in quietly.
Sidling, I guess, would be, but
sidle.
Sidle, I don't think is a word, is it?
Well, I'm rewatching Euphoria. And before every episode they put on the screen, graphic nudity may be upsetting to some. And the graphic nudity is all penis.
No. That's why you're rewatching it?
No, but so a girl gets naked, but if it's graphic nudity with a dude showing his penis is graphic nudity, you may be disturbed.
You don't usually see that.
That would be graphic nudity.
Yeah, but any nudity could be graphic.
Right.
I mean,
but some is more acceptable than others.
There's weens in every episode.
Think about that.
So why are you rewatching this?
For the weens, yeah, Doug. I'm watching for the weens.
Well,
No, it's a good show. And I hadn't seen it in a while, and I thought that season 3 was coming out soon, but it's not. They haven't even started filming it.
No, that makes you angry, too.
I saw some good Gaga side ween in A Star Is Born. That's from Mr. Big Cream.
No, she showed full frontal if you freeze frame it quick enough.
God, Doug.
It's like the Creep Olympics.
You can't be that desperate. You can't be.
Can you freeze frame this naked scene?
You got to pause real quick when she gets out of the shower.
It's like the triathlon.
She jumps out of the tub, and if you pause it just right.
Buzz says they're saying it's going to be a crazy threesome.
Yeah, who's saying that, Buzz?
But it's
Ron
like
Howard.
the movie's called Eden, and it's about like 1920s European travelers. Like I don't see it, but maybe I'm off. Daniel Bruhl's in it. I like Daniel Bruhl.
1920s European travelers, so there'd be a lot of arm hair and a lot of underarm hair. And
Our grandparents did have sex too, you know.
Clip that off.
Everyone thinks their generation invented it.
Not a lot of trimming back in your day, though.
The 1920s was not my day.
Were you pissed when Archduke Ferdinand got shot?
Furious. I wanted to go to war.
I just shivered in my car. What a creep. That's from Jimmy Beaver.
Again, more specific.
I need to wash my ears. Thanks, Ken. That's Brad. He's in Boca. And I'm creepy for looking at ass at the pool. That's from Chairman Stephen Wildwood.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at it from the comfort of my own home. Not leering at a pool with a bunch of other people there.
Leering. At what point does just looking become leering?
It's more of a digital leering.
Yeah, you gotta, if like somebody's in your way and you kind of leer out the side so you can get a better view.
That's leering.
I would guess that's leering.
Okay.
We're waiting, Buzz. That's from Todd Reesing. He really wants this wife off, Doug. What a showdown. Well, maybe we'll have the wife off in the 9 o'clock hour, which is presented to you by 5P Academy and Hustle and Heart Sports Performance. That includes the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Get your TMA hoodies and hats at TMASTLshop.com. Send your emails in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Balloon Party. Jackson very high on it. That's surprising. I thought for sure today my Venmo was going to be active.
Yeah, it's questions just were funneling into my head.
Wow.
Yeah, calling it Tasty Tuesday.
Ooh.
Tasty Tuesday.
Yeah,
Big balloon party coming up. All right, time for us to take a break. This is TMA presented to you by Brown & Krupin. Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer, and a SEC registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor. It does not provide tax advice.
Looking for the perfect spot for your next private event? Whether it's a baby shower, bridal shower, birthday party, or business meeting, Rosalita's has you covered. Enjoy the vibrant atmosphere in one of Rosalita's 2 exclusive private rooms with a customized menu that is perfect for your upcoming event. And if you're planning a date night, don't miss the lively mariachi nights every Friday and Saturday. Plus, Rosalita's gift cards make the perfect gift for any occasion. Come celebrate at Rosalita's, where every event is a fiesta. Learn more at rosalitascantina.com.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and I have been a long-time Design Air client. What separates you guys from everybody else?
It's becoming more common for companies to just get their foot in the door. They try to come up with different ways to upsell. They try to see how much they can make off of a customer as opposed to, hey, we're in there to do a service. We're going to do it well. We're going to do it for a fair price.
I don't know how many emails I have received from our listeners who experienced the incredible customer service Design Air Heating and Cooling provides. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips here in Illinois. Hi, I'm Derek Stevens. I'm a lifelong sports bettor, and I'm the owner of Circus Sports. We're excited about launching our Circus Sports app in Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high betting limits, tight money line splits, exceptional customer service, and more. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's Private Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves, without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives, because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent, today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
If you're seriously hurt in an accident, you'll want all the money you deserve. That's called justice. But there wouldn't be lawyers if justice was easy. No, justice is not easy. It's fought for and it's won. At Brown and Krupin, we fight for justice every day. If you want some, call 222-2222. Because at Brown and Krupin, justice is our business.
In business since the 50s, Kyer and Thompson are known for kitchen and bathroom remodels. But they do so much more. If it's an interior remodeling job, Kyer and Thompson can probably help. Basements, wine rooms, man caves, bars, accent rooms, fireplace walls, office, you name it. No need to visit 5 to 10 showrooms when Kyer and Thompson provides all your needs in their showroom on Manchester Road in Baldwin. Come home to quality with Kyer and Thompson. Let them bring your dream remodel to reality. KyerandThompson.com.
Want to take on some legends of TMA?
Sound the same to someone who gives a damn about the best fans in baseball! Tired of it!
The show's so great. Will there be a little speaker system out behind the dumpster, so in case you're servicing me, I'll be able to hear my name?
Then nominate yourself to be this month's TMA Listener of the Month. And if you win, you'll get recognition and other stuff. Sometimes all you have to do to win the prize is be a female.
All it takes is one fake girl to just throw this show completely off course.
Give us your name, a photo, and other pertinent information at TMASTL.com. The TMA Listener of the Month Club, quenched by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Find out more at TMASTL.com. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Well, let's put our golf where our mouths are.
Now.
It's the Brown and Krupin Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
Gotta get the Chardonnay ready, Doug.
I don't have any Chardonnay with me.
So many pennies, we should hang them from the arch. I love my birds on my chest. I love my birds.
No Blues hockey until Tuesday afternoon on October 8th. Cardinals approaching mathematical elimination.
City's having a big year. It's been rough. It's been a rough summer.
So this is a Missouri football town and an Illinois football town. I'm looking forward to watching ILL take on Nebraska on Friday night. And I believe I'm going to the Gers on Saturday afternoon.
Nice.
I went to Ticketmaster yesterday to see about getting tickets for the game. The cheapest ticket, I see that arm going up and down. The cheapest ticket on Ticketmaster for an upper deck seat near the end zone was $159 for the zoo.
Nice.
That was the cheapest.
That's awesome.
And the
for the Vanderbilt thing?
Yes. And the better seats, were as high as $600.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Fight Tiger.
It's a top 10 team.
This is 2 years after anyone would have given you their tickets if you just go and show up.
Yeah.
Imagine this. Moments after the Middle Tennessee State game, about 370 days ago. Think about that. Think about that. What are you thinking now?
I was thinking I was there too.
And you loved it.
It was at the Dome and the Dome.
No. That was
Memphis.
Oh, I was at the Memphis game. It was a
No,
little
Middle
dusty.
Tennessee. That was game 2. It was the game before K-State.
Tennessee.
I don't know what I was thinking then.
I know what I was thinking. I was thinking,
What were you thinking?
here we go again.
Oh.
Another year of mediocrity.
Doug, I have an extra ticket. You can join me. That's from the 636. Well, there you go. You're going to the game now.
Okay, I'm going. Yeah.
3:15 is kind of the perfect time for.
I like it.
Yeah. For family with young children.
I'm trying to get my 7-year-old. I wanted to take him with my wife, leaving the 2-year-old behind. And I'm not sure he really wants to go. And then it's like, well, if you don't really want to go, then I don't know. Then my wife and I'll go.
Right.
Could be a long day just sitting there if you're not into the game.
Yeah. But I took him to the Memphis game at the Dome, and he was like enamored by that. And I go, well, if you like that,
Right.
you know.
Wait till you get to watch a game outdoors.
Right.
With a decent field.
Yeah. All due respect, of course, to the Dome's turf.
Well, they got new turf now.
Yeah, so things are starting to happen.
Yeah.
I'm sold on St. Louis.
Right.
I'm sold.
Sheath the sword.
Tell everyone you know, everywhere you go, I'm sold on St. Louis. I'm sold.
Good singing.
Why don't we bring that back?
Where'd it go?
Gosh, do we ever need to bring it back? If ever we needed a good marketing campaign, it's now. I remember the St. Louis has it all, the A to Z that ran forever back in the 70s or 80s, back when we were still kind of a happening place.
Anytime we talk dragon slaying, you'll hear a.
That's what it sounds like?
Yeah.
John Score says, does Mizzou play any road games?
Yes. They'll take on Texas A&M at College Station.
And the University of Massachusetts
UMass,
at Amherst.
A little Tuscaloosa action mixed up in there. You'll head to South Carolina to take on those Cocks at Willie B, and then they will take it to the road to play
Starkville.
Yeah, they go to Starkville to play the really good Mississippi State Bulldogs.
It's not usual to play in UMass. Don't usually when you pay for these cream puff games, you play them at your place.
Usually, it's a home and home situation.
Oh, okay.
So,
Frankly, I don't see a loss on the schedule.
I see,
How about that?
I see Wake Forest backed off their
Yeah,
home with Mississippi.
Lane Train not happy about
I said
that.
I never want to play them again.
Well, it's not easy to schedule somebody from the Power 4 a year out, so for them to
No.
back out.
Right.
What the hell happened there?
What you do there? You have to find someone with a
They found
bye.
somebody. They found somebody already.
They did?
I don't think you can make that move without finding somebody. You can't just have a free, loose game out there.
I don't know. You think Lindenwood would go down there to Ole Miss?
For the right price.
How much is the price?
Probably $2 million.
Really?
$1.5 million.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what NIU get paid by Notre Dame? Like $1.8 million?
I don't know. I didn't
Take
see.
that W.
Yeah.
That's how the pay games work.
It's a nice check.
Yeah.
Probably just about pay for the program for. Well, I'd probably
Pays for the entire athletic department for that school.
Not Mizzou's schedule talk again. Jesus!
Gosh, I'm sorry.
It's from Fish the People.
Someone asks, does Mizzou play any road games? We tell them the road games, and then you get upset.
And they're mad at us.
What do you want us to do here?
What they want is Hinge talk. And I've noticed a lot of people on Hinge are now using to try to attract the opposite sex. They're saying, yes, I got my St. Louis City earnings tax refund. Nice. It used to be they would say, I'm vaccinated, I voted. Now they say, I got my city tax refund.
That's what they're saying to attract people?
And time is running out to
My
claim
goodness.
your St. Louis City earnings tax refund. If you lived outside the city but had city earnings tax withheld for the tax years 2020 to 23, you may be eligible for a refund for teleworking days. STL tax lawyer Mark Milton is filing refund claims for people like you and me. You can do it yourself or do what I did and hire Milty to file your earnings tax refund claim for you so you know you get it done right and get it done perfectly. I didn't need the hassle. You probably don't either. Now, for his efforts,
Milty does need to wet his beak and charges a flat fee of just 15%.
Such a unique copy point.
But it's just 15%.
The margin is just kind of understood. If you're advertising,
He's just dipping his beak, just a wee bit.
I mean, profit's implied.
And it's certainly worth it. You just need to visit stltaxlawyer.com to get started. You have to act now. The deadline's coming up. It's September 30th. And if you don't ask for a refund, you're not going to get it. So file your refund claim today with STL Tax Lawyer Mark Milton by visiting stltaxlawyer.com. The choice of an attorney is an important decision and should not be based on advertisements. But this one might also help you with your Hinge account.
Yeah, apparently. This is the move. Dr. Brandon Pryor is going to wet his beak at 100 West Dental, but he's going to take great care of your teeth. And you don't even need to call to get in. Just check the calendar online at 100 West Dental for availability.com for availability. And book right then and there. No insurance, no problem. The membership plan aids in the cost of dental work. For those who do not have dental insurance, I'm sure plenty of you are sitting out there and you've heard me talk about 100 West Dental and you're going, oh, I got to go to the dentist. I don't want to do it, but I got to do it. Stop dreading it. Go to 100 West Dental and see the big difference. It's located on Manchester, right across from Munganess St. Louis Acura. And we believe that's Baldwin, Doug. We believe it is.
I think it is, yeah. Very beginning of it.
Just west of the White Castle. That's what I tell people.
Just west of Town and Country.
But the White Castle resonates, I think, more.
Yeah, people know where that
I say
is.
Town and Country, I become unrelatable.
Right.
It's 100westdental.com, and mention my name. You get $1,000 off Invisalign. If you're on the fence about Invisalign, they have a digital scanner that can show you a simulation of what it'll look like before you even go through with it. 100westdental.com, or you can call 636-585-0100. That's 100westdental.com. Send your emails in for our Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today, which comes your way in a matter of about 25 minutes the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Are we living in Kevin Miller's time?
Feels like it.
He's got a 2-goal lead on Buck Swope. So this is fun. This is fun. We're going to find out if he can make it a 3-goal lead here in about 25 minutes. Then Jackson and I go down the hallway, and it'll be fine. Jackson's excited about his questions. He woke up inspired today for the Little Piddles Tuesdays Toughies.
Tasty Tuesday.
Nice.
Tasty Tuesday.
There you
Okay.
go. Doug, here's Scott Van Pelt cursing.
Oh, I don't know if we can play that.
He cursed the Eagles.
Oh.
What did he say?
He didn't swear.
What was that?
Stewart.
I hit the wrong button. Sorry, Doug. I wish I...
Okay.
We're going to visit with Joe and Troy, show you the key moments of this game, and take you inside the winning locker room, which appears it will be the home team. We'll see you when this one is done. Go, Troy, back to you.
Of course, the Eagles would go on to lose that game.
And that's why we're calling for Nick Sirianni to be let go.
Okay. Right. Because of that tease?
Because of SVP.
Okay. Because he thought the Eagles should have won it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thought they were.
All right.
And what was the number on that game? I think that affected wagers.
5.5?
I think so.
Yeah.
So the Eagles were up 6. So when that field goal was kicked, I mean, I'm telling you, that had to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
the field goal kick.
Yeah. Because now you're up 6.
And then I think, theoretically, I don't know if they would have had it in goal if Barkley catches that ball first in goal, so then they could have theoretically. Point being, Barkley dropping the ball for an Eagles better was gold, because all they cared about is getting it to a 6-point lead with a 5.5-point spread.
Unless Saquon's going to take it into the end zone, it's like almost don't catch it so you can kick the field goal, because likely they would, even if he would have had a free look at a touchdown, he probably would have gone down.
They wouldn't have kicked a field goal. They would have
run the clock.
Right, run the clock.
As much as they could. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's only, $1:45 left, and they had no timeouts left.
So if Barkley catches the ball, he could have done the Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
Or, they run the clock out.
Yep. Yeah, most likely, if he gets that first down, they just run the clock out, and they win by 3.
Well, they were sweating when they got the touchdown to take the lead, because they went for the 2-point conversion and got it to go up 6, I think, didn't they?
No, they kicked that field. They were up 3, kicked the field goal to go up 6.
Right, which then covered the number if you were an Eagles better.
Right.
And the Falcons better. Ooh. And did that impact over-under?
Good question. I don't know what the total was.
So the final score is 21-20?
Yeah, I wouldn't have. No, it couldn't
I'd be
have been that
surprised.
low.
I think it was
45.5
actually.
Yeah, maybe even over that. Yeah, I would bet, because the first quarter number was 9.5. So I don't think it would have been.
That was 45.5.
Okay, so yeah, it didn't affect that, but it did certainly affect if you bet the Eagles.
And I bet there are some people who lost some money this weekend who went heavy on one side last night and woke up this morning, if they were able to sleep,
With no football games, they're headed straight to the track today.
Yeah, probably right.
5.5
Sweating how they're going to pay their man, huh?
It's kind of a funky number, and for them to be so spot on that, where 6 was the number right until the last 30 seconds, is pretty insane.
Yeah. They're remarkably good, the people that set the lines.
Yeah, I guess even if the Eagles kick a field, like if Jalen Hurts doesn't get picked off there at the end, even if they kick a field goal, that still wouldn't cover the number. You'd still have the under.
Are those numbers picked by just a couple of guys who sit around and throw it out? Or is that
computer algorithms that are probably worth a lot of money with the information they have in them? That's why I was high on the Oregon play, because Oregon was getting a bunch of points at Oregon State when they played like crap. They were getting a huge spread. I leaned into the stink.
Oh, don't say that.
We can go to Circa. Circa always gives you better lines.
Damn right.
All right. Well, that's where I'll go.
Well, each hotel that has a book has their own odds maker, but they all seem to be the same. So I'm guessing they wait till it comes out and they look at the other ones. Yeah, let's move it a half here. We'll be a half better, or maybe we'll get more action here.
Okay.
Somebody's not happy with our design, air, heating, and cooling email today. Of course, it's Kevin Miller's time. One of the voters told him he would vote for him whenever he sends in anything new. The same guy who says his vote can be bought. While I appreciate the transparency, it does call into the question the integrity of the design, air, heating, and cooling email today votes. That's from the 314. Somebody who's not happy.
Yeah,
That's a good question, isn't it?
I was really honest. I really take these emails very seriously.
Doug Miles Teller was on with Eli Manning and Peyton Manning last night. Bill Belichick was back. I don't know if you caught any of that. I know you were enamored by the Cardinals-Pirates game. Here's Miles Teller, friend of the program.
All right. I can really relate to the movie. I'm not a musician, but yeah, this is it. This is pretty accurate.
But did he help you? But did he make you stronger? And did he help you accomplish your goals?
No, not at all. Yeah. So it worked out much better for you than me.
I made him tough, Miles. I made him tough to handle the New York market, to handle that big rivalry with the Eagles. That's what I did.
That's it. That's what it's all about. I had that, but from my older sister. She used to beat me up.
Yeah, I don't know how giving wedgies makes you tougher for the New York media, Miles, but that's all I got from Peyton, this wedgie fest.
Hey, thick skin. Gotta have thick skin.
Wedgie fest.
So you're saying his relationship with his older brother was like the film Whiplash?
Oh, I see. Okay. That's what he could relate to.
Yes. Well, Miles...
It was bad setting up by the host of the show, so that's Jackson's fault.
My bad. Miles starred in the film, so that's why.
Okay, I figured that connection.
So the guest on their show had like one sentence.
Sounds like you're not happy.
I kind of have this. I don't think you're wrong there, Iggs. I have this question for one of my Tasty Tuesday questions.
A little peek into balloon party right here, Doug.
Like, the question I posed was for you, does the Manning cast feel a little too COVID times for it still to be enjoyable? I feel like the Zoom calls and separate broadcasting locations make the experience less grounded. It reminds me of
it had
COVID
really low numbers last week.
Yeah.
Were you aware of that? Did you know that for your Tuesday Tasties?
I was just doing it from my perspective because I don't want to be like, why is the Manning cast failing? I don't know if it's failing or not, but
are you aware that the numbers last week were their all-time low? Correct.
Right. I believe I sent that as a link.
Yeah. So I mean, then that would lend itself to your question. If you and I wonder if others are seeing it as such.
That's why I was like asking, am I late to this take? Because my other question is, wouldn't it be like a lot better if they were both in the same booth and the guests could just be on Zoom?
I don't think either one of them want to do that. I mean, I have no idea. Doug, do you know where the Mannings live?
I have no idea wherever the hell they want to live.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So I don't think those guys want to get. I mean, neither one of them need to get in a spot where they're going to go flying somewhere,
right.
But
the production is brutal because you have 3 different people on Zoom.
I mean, like last week, and this was one of the criticisms, I think it was Andrew Marchand in The Athletic, I think, could have been Daesh, I don't know. But either way, it was saying not only the numbers bad, but Bill Belichick was on, and they were just, because they're in separate areas, they're stepping all over each other.
All the time. All the time.
Now, I mean, I did the show for 6 months from Jupiter. If you work with each other on a regular basis, you kind of know cadence and, like occasionally there'll be a pause and I'll go, oh, I thought someone, whoever it was going to continue, was wrong. But for the most part, because you work with people, the cadence and you can do it. Belichick, it's the first time on. He obviously talks more monotone at a slower pace. And so I was watching that last week, and I was like, oh, this is like awkward to watch.
Yeah,
you know,
it's brutal. You have 3 different people on Zoom, so they're all on delay. They're stepping all over each other. Someone's mic is louder than the other. It just like doesn't. It feels super like COVID. Like it just doesn't feel like it feels old. Like I don't know. It's really hard to listen to.
Sounds like you're selling your stock.
It's all sold because
it's sold. It's gone.
But I think it would be like I would start watching it again. Like I'd be super into it if they were both in the same room, just like talking it over and hanging out. I get that they won't do that, but then in my opinion, don't do it. Like,
why won't they do it?
I don't know. I don't know where either of them live. They clearly don't live in the same town. Otherwise, they would be together. But like, not even once have they ever been together doing it.
Weird.
I mean, Troy and Joe Buck travel in the same booth together.
Yeah, I mean, they're
once a week, and
Right.
they probably go a day early. Well, why don't the managers just get on a flight?
Even alternate. Like if Peyton lives somewhere, Eli go there one week and back the other. I don't want to like pry into their. And obviously, they have enough money where they don't have to do anything. But if you're gonna do it, like, wouldn't you want to do it as well as you could?
You'd think ESPN would insist. Or where is it on? See, isn't
ESPN
Plus or
ESPN 2.
Yeah, you'd think they would insist on it.
Right.
Yeah, but I think for those guys, they're just going to be like, okay, what are you paying us? That's not worth it.
Right, and I get that. But at that point, just don't do it because it does. It's really hard to watch.
Yeah.
But I like those guys. Like I think it could be great. Sometimes you got to sacrifice just a little to be great.
Guys, the Manning cast was only good before they had Buck and Aikman. Yeah, there's something that be said. But that's from sniffing holes.
The Monday Night Crew used to be not good.
Peyton's in Denver. Eli's in Jersey.
Okay.
That's from Brad and Boca.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Peyton Manning, what is that, a 3.5 hour, 4 hour flight? I don't know.
At least.
It'll be a ways.
From Denver to, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that if I'm sitting on God only knows how much, $500 million, and they pay me $5 million a year. It's a material. I don't give a damn about that.
Sure, but I also wouldn't want to be like on a broadcast where I'm like constant, like it just it's not like doing as well as it could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially because those guys probably have some sort of aspirations to do broadcasting more and more as they go on. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Peyton maybe. I think Peyton would.
Then why wouldn't he be doing it now?
Because he kind of does have it now.
Maybe he does it now because he doesn't have to travel.
Exactly.
More.
I think
maybe that's what the big hook.
Yeah.
The big hurdle is for him.
I think they have to. I think they should do something, or at least maybe like I don't know. Plenty of people do podcasts and stuff via Zoom, and it doesn't sound like the Manning cast.
Mm-hmm. Well, if they don't fix it, it sounds like it could be dying on the vine.
What would Mike Mertz say? Shoot, we'll fix it.
Shoot.
He did say that.
I like Trent.
Yeah, he said that after the Monday night game against the Broncos when Torrey Holt and Oz Hakeem ran down the sideline together.
Ernie's just the best tight end in the league. He just is.
Why would he start to weep?
I don't think he weeped. That's just the way he talked. I like Trent. Boy, he had a good record when he was here, though.
I'd rather listen to Ken break down with the Hawk Tua girl ate for brunch than the Manning broadcast.
Oh.
That's some Pouts Lanai, and he's not high on the Manning cast.
I think there is something to the Buck and Aikman being on it now would drop it because I mean you get the best broadcast crew in football on the Monday Night Football game as opposed to the Mannings where they're just stepping on each other and Bill Belichick's like Matthew Judon. He was a really good player.
But they were
for
on
me.
there last year, weren't they? This is
They've
their,
been
this is their
third year.
second year. So
Third year.
the numbers were good up until this year. They seem to be going down after the second broadcast.
Matchups have seemed to be a little bit better on Monday Night Football too.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, like the Eagles-Falcons is a pretty good matchup.
When Joe Buck does a game, it just sounds like an important game now.
Yeah, same with Nance.
He's got that big game sound.
Jim Nance has the same thing.
Nance the same way.
I'm sure the Hawk Tua girl will be on the Manning podcast soon.
Pat McAfee talking about it. Add Pat McAfee to the list of sports fans who can't quite get into the alt casts. Wow, this is friendly fire.
He's kind of pissing on his own territory.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After interviewing Bill Belichick, who will be in person, this was from yesterday on awfulannouncing.com, Doug. After interviewing Bill Belichick, who will be in person in Philadelphia for Monday Night Football this week, McAfee weighed in on the interesting dynamic between ESPN and ESPN2 broadcasting the games each Monday. McAfee, like many NFL diehards, is hyped for Belichick's weekly appearance on the Manning cast with Peyton and Eli, but he admitted he recently switched from watching Monday Night Football solely through the brother quarterbacks to primarily tuning in to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the primary broadcast. While McAfee did not directly address
falling viewership for the Manning cast, he predicted the show would continue to be consumed more and more through social media clips going forward. Quote, that's a fascinating little thing that's going on between Joe and Troy's broadcast version, which is historically award-worthy, and then the Manning cast. I think the Manning cast is going to become clips for a lot of people, which is going to happen. While McAfee said he was excited for guest appearances by Miles Teller and Matt Ryan following Belichick's first half introduction of the game, he agreed with the consensus that even the best alt casts make it more difficult to follow the game. Quote, you do get lost. You don't really get to watch the game whenever you're watching the Manning cast. It's very hard to pay attention to everything going on.
Yeah, there's something to that too. I mean, you're watching on.
I agree with that assessment.
It's a much smaller screen because they have to fit all the people on the screen that are doing the alt broadcast.
It drew the fewest viewers since the premiere episode of the Altcast in 2021 in week 1, for the record.
Yeah, I know that. Like I'd never turn on the Manning cast during the game. I see the social media clips, but I don't know if you could subsist just on social media clips if you're using ESPN2's 4 hours for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. If I was interested in the game, I just watch the game.
Right.
Well, and I do enjoy Joe and Troy.
Yeah, they're outstanding.
They have such a rapport with each other. I don't know who he was talking about last night, Troy Aikman. I guess some parents of a player was in town and says, yeah, I saw his parents at the gym today, Joe. Didn't see you there. Joe goes, yeah, star-studded field at the gym. So just little barbs back and forth with each other. It's kind of funny. There you go. That was
well, not a bad story.
Best wishes to Mr. Dotem. Guys, the Manning cast needs AJ Hawk. That's from Mr. Big Cream.
Stare like this.
He wouldn't say much of anything, did he?
Jackson, you attacked Pat McAfee yesterday. There have been people texting in throughout the course of the show.
Why would you do
I
that?
didn't attack anybody.
You can go ahead and clarify then.
My point was, I think Pat McAfee is popular for the same reason that Morgan Wallen is popular.
Which is?
Dudes need guys. That's what I'm saying. Is they're running the same offense.
Dudes need guys.
Dudes need guys.
It's a T-shirt, Chairman.
Well, why is any male singer popular?
Well, he had talent usually.
You don't think Morgan Wallen has talent?
No, he clearly does. He clearly does. So does Pat McAfee. They both have talent. I'm just saying I think they're running the same offense.
Doug, what offense is that?
I don't know.
Very broed out. They're really broed out.
They're both good-looking dudes. I mean, you don't see many popular ugly people.
Well,
that was not my opinion, but
there's a lot of bro country singers, not just Morgan Wallen.
He's the biggest,
and they're all pretty popular too. The good-looking ones, with their tight jeans on and their boots and their T-shirts.
What's going on over there?
Easy. Well, that's singers in general. You want them to be somewhat attractive. You don't see a lot of ugly singers.
I'm not saying anyone's ugly or good looking. I'm saying I just think they're running the same offense.
Yeah, I didn't say ugly. I said good looking. I wasn't demeaning anybody. I said they're more the ones that are really popular, the good looking ones.
You know.
Oh, you're so effing smart, Ledoux boy. That's from Chairman Steve in Wildwood.
Okay.
Gosh.
I don't know. Okay.
Jackie's afraid to say what he really wants to. That's from the Sheik of Wydown. There's a Sheik who lives over on Wydown.
People are thinking I'm using this negatively. I'm not.
Why?
This is not a negative thing. It's just an observation. I think they're running the same offense.
You're chopping them both right at the knees.
This take was awful yesterday. It's worse today. That's from Wooden Shoe 02.
Shout out to T-Town, though.
I've never been more pro-Jackson than I am right now. Why does it take 6 people to write one of Morgan Walmart's songs? That's from Mrs. Janny Shanahan.
Who cares how many people it takes to write it if you're all going to make $1 million?
Yeah, I don't. Again, I'm not saying this is a negative thing. I just think they're running a similar offense. And dudes need guys.
Dudes need guys.
And these are their guys. These are their guys.
Okay. Huh.
Everyone's got a guy.
Really?
Sure.
Who's your guy?
Bill Simmons is my guy. He represents me.
Well, how so?
I just like his. I like his content.
Okay. Is he running the same offense?
He's my Morgan Wallen. No, he's not running the same offense.
Who's your guy, Doug?
I don't think I have a guy.
Bill Simmons did bowling one time and just flopped.
Bowling's much harder, more complicated.
Well, the PBA was hurting, and they thought Bill Simmons, being on the broadcast would get him a bunch of viewers, and it did, but he just sucked. He was terrible.
They should have had you.
I wouldn't add any viewers. I'd be better than him, but I wouldn't add any viewers.
Well, don't sell yourself short.
Guys, there's a lot of homoerotic vibes with today's show between Jackson obsessing over the M and the MFF and Iggy getting a soft cow over bro country dudes in tight jeans. So Mrs. Jenny Shanahan, Virgin, stop acting like you possess some elite level of understanding of the human mind. You're an HD2 mic boy, not Gandhi. That's from Morris and What's Whack.
Gosh.
Me commenting on Morgan Wallen and Pat McAfee is me trying to pretend to be Gandhi. This is a radio show where you espouse opinions. If you don't like it, listen to something else. Was that not the only option? Or just like smack yourself with your phone until something changes.
Morgan Wallen's for basic white guys with no taste who don't know hockey. That's from Doggy season ticket holders.
I'm not like trying to stereotype any of their listeners. I'm just saying dudes need guys, and McAfee and Wallen are dudes guys. And that's cool. You gotta find a guy.
Tell me who my guy is. You work with me. We do 70 million hours of shows a week. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, who Doug's guy would be. I'm trying to. That's what I'm. Like you said, Bill Simmons is your guy. Who's my guy?
Gladwell, Malcolm Gladwell.
Wow, I mean that's pretty obscure. I haven't listened to Malcolm Gladwell in years. I enjoy him. And I'm not trying to check. If you hit it, then I'll be like, oh yeah, you're
Who's
right.
that author of that book you're reading right now that you talked to me about?
Oh, the Nate Silver book. God, it's my pornography major recommendation. It'll resonate with like one out. But I mean, I like it. Kind of explains why I'm so effed in the head. And I'm like, oh, he's diagnosed it. What is the name of the book? I had a listener send it to me. On the Edge, Nate Silver. But it's not about like the polls for the presidential election. It's more about a mindset that is probably not real healthy. But anyway, yeah, recommendation on that. But yeah, I'm not like a Nate Silver fan. I just was. But no, I'm asking because I listen to a lot of podcasts for sure. And Simmons has obviously built a podcast.
Gabe's your guy.
I really enjoy Gabe. I enjoy Gabe's approach to life in this industry, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of the self-awareness that the Colonel has of everything, this situation that we find ourselves in.
Martin Short might be your guy.
Jiminy Glick.
Who do you think is your guy?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I have a guy. But if dudes need guys, then I'm trying to figure out my guy. Who's Doug's guy? How about that
I guess my guy maybe used to be Jack Buck. I thought he was like the coolest guy in the world.
Yeah, that was your guy.
He could be like anybody. That's who I would have wanted to be like.
Tim, before his late passing, Gary Shandling might have been your guy.
I love that show, but I didn't really.
But did you ever watch read his stuff on?
No,
on Zen?
I mean, I watched that. That was that Judd Apatow did the diary of the Zen Diaries of Gary Shandling.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I mean, to me, a guy is somebody that you really buy into their thought process / worldview. That's what I think of.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, maybe Joe Buck's your guy.
I really like Joe, but I mean, it'd be a little weird
his-
because he's like a guy, whatever. I don't want to say like a guy I hang out with regularly, but we do hang out here and there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that I don't have a guy. I'm just trying to figure out who my guy is, or who Doug's guy would be, or Iggy's guy, or Dan Orlovsky.
Might have been Pitbull.
Pitbull. Okay.
Yeah,
there you go. See, dudes need guys.
All right.
Can't get tickets.
Starting to get it.
I can't get tickets to Sunday show.
You can't get tickets.
No, we don't have any.
No.
That's how popular it is.
Okay.
Colin is Tim's guy. Who's Colin?
Colin Jost.
Colin Jost.
Colin Morikawa.
Colin Morikawa, great ball striker. That's definitely not me.
Coward.
I'm not a.
But you do like sitting up really high and then having your co-host sit on like a little stool across the room.
What if we did have that on Balloon Party where I were in some kind of throne and you
look like a pharmacist, like 50 feet above everybody else.
We should look into that. That'd be a nice dynamic.
I'd really like to see what's under Colin Coward's desk thing because he sits like his head's on the ceiling.
Tim is Tim's guy. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's from Bang Bang Niner Gang Reel.
Narcissist needs guys too.
Amen. Gandhi boy has like 10 guys. Oppenheimer, the Jawline King, Tim. That's from Mr. Siders. They're calling you Gandhi boy?
Killian Murphy.
Gandhi boy?
Yeah, see, that flies in the face of you saying I don't like the Irish. Just Killian Murphy is so my guy.
Because he's hot.
Because he's talented, which is also hot.
Gaga is Iggy's guy. That's from Chris Raby.
Oh, gosh.
Funny.
That was fun.
Was that the winner?
That was like a multi-layered joke. That was pretty funny.
Kai is the recovering alcoholics guy. That's from Morrison Woods Wacko.
Yeah. Yep.
Chris Raby texted me to say no laying up guys are my guys. I enjoy their podcast. But like somebody who's, I don't know, like whose opinions you go, oh, that really resonates with. That's what I think of when,
yeah.
But I mean, but when you're saying Morgan Wallen, I don't think that means guys are like, oh, Morgan Wallen, his opinions. I don't know what Morgan Wallen's opinions are, nor do I think Morgan Wallen's really giving many opinions.
No, I don't think he is
And
either.
who's the other guy? Who's the guy? Oh, Pat McAfee.
But I think like that's like a...
So maybe I'm applying something that's not
I'm
what
using
you're
it
trying
a little
to say.
less.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like-
yeah,
it's
I'm
just
going
like-
too deep. Doug, I'm going too deep on it.
It's like Pat McAfee's in town. Like, oh, I want to go see Pat McAfee. That's my guy. And dudes need guys.
Iggy's guy is that sweet little twink used laptop merchant in Miami. That's from Dogtown Guy.
Oh, yeah. Is your guy kind of like what used to be your main man?
Yeah, right.
Our spirit animal.
Yeah. Yeah, don't think about it too much. Just pick a guy and stick with him.
I'm claiming Will Compton.
Mr. 63011 has given us our guys, Doug.
Okay.
On the dais, he says, yours is Sean Hannity. Mine is Donnybrook. That's
the whole dais?
Imagine listening to me in 2004 and listening to me in 2024 and going, oh, yeah, that's the Donnybrook guy.
I thought that was just the name of the show. I didn't know there was a Donnie on there. Donnie Brook.
Donnybrook. Jackson's is Dawson from Dawson's Creek. And Iggy's is anyone who gets Nakers. That's Mr. 63011, and he has a fast golf cart.
Someone says your guy's Joel Osteen.
That's my guy.
That's a good one.
I'd like to be that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Ooh, someone said Rich Gould. That's a good answer.
It's a great answer for all of us.
He's all of our guys.
Yeah, he's our spirit animal. You're not my pal, guy. I don't know. That's from Flip Wilson.
That's a meme.
Oh, is that right?
You're not that guy, pal. Yeah, flipped flip, which is also multi-layered.
Come on, KG. Compton is the biggest tryhard. That's from Mr. Siders. What does that mean?
Will Compton.
That's my guy.
Oh, got it. Okay.
God, I don't even know who
If Siders doesn't like it, I know I'm doing something right.
That's a fact. He played linebacker for the formerly named Washington Football Club, amongst other teams, and now he's at Barstool. He does a show with another former NFL player named Taylor Lewan, who played for the Titans.
Bussin' with the boys.
Yeah, it's called Bussin' with the Boys. They're on a podcast together.
His hype videos for Cornhusker football are great.
Will Compton.
It's my guy.
All right.
Comp.
All right.
Ton.
He got veneers, right? Like aggressive veneers.
Oh yeah, he's upfront about it.
He got pearly white teeth.
Oh yeah.
Rex Ryan got him too.
No, yeah, boy, did he ever.
Is that your guy?
Rex Ryan.
Might be.
He liked feed.
He's got
Still
a great,
does, probably.
Great teeth now.
When you get veneers, you just got to pull out all the other teeth out.
No, Dr. Brandon Pryor's talked to us
Yeah,
about
he
this.
did.
They glue them over what you
Yeah,
had now.
they're essentially over, but some people get bad ones where like they shave down the actual tooth and then put them on over, and then they
Ew.
end up getting like infected. It's a whole thing.
Bill.
You gotta make sure if you're getting veneers, get them right. Or they have like different options now. He was talking about some composite thing that they get that's much safer and easier to maintain. That do the same thing.
Yeah.
Will Compton's from Banter.
He just got the key to the city over the weekend.
So this guy's got a big thing going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On where? A Barstool?
Barstool, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, he's pretty popular.
Their podcast is kind of like the Foreplay, where it's under the Barstool umbrella, but they've kind of become a pretty good brand on their own.
It's a college football podcast?
No.
Football in general.
Football. Yeah, it's like the Spit and Chicklets of football.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who else is on it again?
Taylor Lewan.
Oh, all right. God bless.
He did a couple Pro Bowls, I feel. He was really good.
He was a real high draft pick, I remember.
My guy's the porta potty guy. Thanks. That's from Chief J. Strongblow.
Okay. And you're required to have one?
Guess so.
Dudes need guys.
All right. And Pat McAfee and Morgan Wallen are
They're running the same
classic
playbook.
examples.
Jackson said this on Balloon Party yesterday, and you would have thought he said that the Cardinals are moving to Nashville.
People took it so negatively, and that's not what I was trying to do. I think because of the way I am, people think I'm always trying to take a shot. That's not the case.
You like to poke the bear, though.
No, I just like to talk it over, man. I just like to chop it up with my
Chop
fellows.
it up. Okay.
Yeah, and people are so abrasive to it.
Are they?
Just let me in. What do I have to do? Again, I can't give an opinion because I went to a high school.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah. There's no high school that's safe.
Certainly not that one.
No, definitely not that one.
Marty Monogamy says Wellington's my guy. That's interesting considering you're Marty Monogamy.
Yeah.
My guy is Caller Adam. That's from the River to Pear Yacht Captain. Is that your guy, maybe,
No,
Doug?
That's certainly not my guy. Your guy has to be older, right?
Ideally. I mean...
Yeah, would it be weird if your guy was like a
Very
21-year-old?
Yes.
Doug's guy was Chalamet.
Shabuzi.
Shabuzi's that's a good guy to have.
What'd you say?
Is it like a yokai?
23
Yeah,
years
if
old.
the guy's
Hey, he's my
40
guy.
years your junior.
Hey, you're my guy. Guy.
They don't want to hear that either.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Yeah, I've had a couple people text both into the show and then text me, Jack Danforth. That's a nice play, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a good guy.
But I respectfully think Jack Danforth might distance himself from me being,
Well, this show, for
And
sure.
I'm not saying this is like your deity by any means, or like even your like someone you like.
See,
really
I
look up to.
interpreted the guy thing incorrectly.
Yeah, it's just like someone you rock with.
Yeah, so, yeah. Because I'm like, I took it as to mean like your inspiration or who you find yourself sharing similar thought processes to. And then I take a step back and you're talking about Pat McAfee and Morgan Wallen, and clearly that's not what you were saying, because neither one of those guys are really like,
No.
I mean, Wallen's just an incredibly successful entertainer.
Right.
And McAfee's kind of in the same umbrella, really.
Yeah,
more of an
former athlete.
entertainer, yeah.
Yeah, no, I it's more of like it's a less existential, just more
Yeah.
of like vibes.
You like that, Doug? Vibes?
Okay, I'll let it go.
Even Saban's having fun with him, but you wouldn't think Saban can have fun with anybody when he's feeding that bone-in ribeye, bone-in ribeye. He's
Nailed
just
it.
shoving it in his mouth and he's eating it.
I did see that.
You can't. You would have thought Saban would never do anything like that.
I rock with Doug if he wants to be my guy. That's from Mr. Fong, owner of the Dildo Shop. All right, we got the designer eating and cooling email of the day. She gets quote-unquote good naked, unquote. Thanks, and Anyong, #1 Asian intern Brian Henshin, not a fan of side bean.
Brian Henshin.
Gaga gets full frontal if you pause it quick enough. Rated good on good or bad on creep. Thanks, and Anyong, #1 Asian intern Brian Henshin. There wasn't a lot of tripping back in my day during the 1920s. With all this morning's talk of threesomes for Tim's birthday, I started contemplating who I would include in my dream three-way. I think there are a few obvious answers, and I bet most married men would have a similar list. First up, Ken Rosenthal.
Bow tie and nothing else.
Tim Kirkchin would also join us in bed, while Matt Vasgersian calls play-by-play. I've got a big appetite, so I'm not stopping at two dudes. In my fantasy, it's like the Royal Rumble, and every 60 seconds, a new baseball reporter comes running in naked to join the gangbang. Here comes Buster Olney. Here comes Carl Ravitch. By God, that's John Heyman's music. Enough about me. I hope you get your threesome, Tim. You deserve it. That's from the JV golf coach.
Okay.
JV golf coach.
John Heyman.
Tonight's celestial trifecta of a harvest moon, blood moona, and lunar eclipse will both lighten up and darken the sky. Just God's way of celebrating Tim's birthday month. Sports radio, more like sports gadio, because I can't get the image out of my mind of Pawpaw walking around his apartment eating cardinal peanuts in a Marv Albert type hotel, get up biting the shoulder of a blow-up doll. But this email's about sororities. 1982, Merrimack campus. Admittedly, me and my buddies were kind of dorks, so nobody wanted us. So this was our last shot to be part of a group, a brotherhood formed around common goals and aspirations, or in this case, a group of guys sharing a common sexual preference confusion. The Bidelts. The room was absolutely buzzing, pop punk blaring out the speakers, fast-paced, energetic tempos. Needless to say, I owned that dance floor, so I figured I was in a shoe-in. But my buddy Butchie, well, Butchie couldn't carry a tune if it was in a jar with a lid on it. So he decided to make his permanent mark another way. But Butchie was a little off-putting, and by off-putting, I mean he dipped his tallywhacker in a butterscotch snack pack and sidled inside Fraternity President Mikey's mouth.
No.
When it came down to the tie-breaking vote, Mikey looked like he was going to pass out, so Butchie called an audible and woke him up with a finger puppet digital anal stimulation. Mikey's mouth was full of Butchie's love, so he just gave a thumbs up for his Butchie approval as the Barney mascot licked the extra pudding off Mikey's kisser.
No.
That's from Doug, and the last name's Onesit.
Doug Wanze.
And finally, we're sitting here again talking about the same things. Hearing Jackson confidently declare that Blink-182 did not cancel and indeed played here last month is just the latest in a recent string of his reporting blatantly false information with total confidence.
You would know best.
This week's Soy Boy fake news report is sponsored by the Boston Market next to the Esquire.
Oh God, this is the pot calling the kettle black.
Ours is the type of presentation where a restaurant connoisseur who enjoys betting heavy favorites while risking many thousands of dollars to win a few hundred feels free to drop in at any time and regale us with a captivating tale about buying batteries in Jefferson County before simultaneously career-shaming grocery baggers and potentially slandering a self-proclaimed well-heeled listener who normally threatens litigation anytime someone links him with anywhere south of Manchester, but in this case didn't even bother issuing a denial. You want to hear a story about me yelling at myself because I'm out of peanuts? No? Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. Yeah, I was over at Schnucks and they didn't have any Cardinals brand peanuts. Well, they're not really made by the Cardinals. They're just licensed with the Cardinals logo during the baseball season as they're marketing to poors who bring their own Snick Snacks into the stadium. And now they're all gone. Could it be that with Cardinals attendance being down in the last home game on Sunday that they stopped selling the Cardinals branded peanuts until next year? Nope. It has to be a psychotic listener who heard me talking about it last week and then went and bought all of them. Hey, if you want to watch a Sydney Sweeney movie, watch Voyeur. It's a terrible movie, but she gets really good naked. Also, the name of the movie is The Voyeurs, but I struggle with mixing up singular and plural. Like when I say she has nice breast, I like it hardcore. You do like it dirty. That's a Buck Swope.
Buck Swope with a nice little email this morning.
Design, air, heating, and cooling email today.
Well, Buck took some time to write out a really nice long email. But I'm going to go with JV Golf Coach. I'm going with JV Golf Coach today.
Yeah, I like an email where I picture things. It gets me going where I picture what he's saying. And I just picture all of these MLB writers running down the ring. So I'm going to go with JV Golf Coach.
JV Golf Coach is shit. The design, air, heating, and cooling email of the day. Jax and I have shipped it because we're going down the hallway and we're going to deal with it, Doug. Balloon party coming your way. Yeah, I think so. Jackson's bullish on his question, so I'm anxious to see where we go here for the next hour on 101 ESPN. Switch your YouTubes over to 101 ESPN or start listening on 101 FM or stream on the 101 ESPN app. For Jackson, Bennett Burkett, Chairman Kurt, Kenneth Iggy Strode, my brother Kevin, Douglas Elvin Vaughn, and Tim McCurnan. This has been TMA, presented to you by Brown and Krupin.
Another Blues season is coming. Get ready for the second annual Blues and Bruise event, Friday, September 20th at the Anheuser-Busch